Hello, hello, hello. Hey, hey, hey. Come on in and get comfortable. Welcome back to another round of boot camp readathon reading sprints slash productivity sprints. This is the last one of the month. We've been doing boot camp readathon from January 1st till January 31st, and this is my last one. I'm so excited to have you all here. Ooh, let's see who's here now. Oh, we have Vin from Vin's Book Corner. What does he say? Let's see. Is that 100 subs I see? Congrats. Hold up. I don't really be paying attention to my, my sub count, but let me see. Am I at 100? I am. Look, y'all. I'm at 100 subscribers. Never did I think I'd ever make it to 100 subscribers. Wow, thank you so much. Let's see if I can keep them. That's the main thing. Hello, I'm surprised you all are still up. If you all don't know, Vin's Book Corner is also a booktube channel, and he lives in the UK, and I'm pretty sure over there it's like maybe a midnight, 1:00 in the morning. And we also have In Between the Lines. Noah from In Between the Lines is also a booktuber. And they also live on the other side of the pond. I'm surprised. Thank you all for coming in, shouting out, and reminding me that I do have subscribers, and now I have 100. So thank you so much. I'm so excited. Wow. Let me know if I'm talking too loud. Not also, hey, Vin, you all be nice. Be nice. Let's see. I'm going through the comments. Hey, Nomio. Yeah, there's an ongoing thing. If you all go on ahead and just join In Between the Lines' Discord, and you'll see like there's a running, not necessarily joke, but like a back and forth about Noah's size and height. Hey, Vin. Let's see. I'm normal. Yes, you are normal height. You better say that. Nate Godfrey is here. Good evening, beautiful. Hello there, Nate. Good evening to you, beautiful. In the comments, let me know what you all will be reading. If you're not going to be reading, what are you going to be doing? I may do some exercises every now and then as far as like, overhead claps, some little, T-tap right here. Make sure you have your water. This is my second one of the day. I'm almost done. I may make me a cup of tea, so look out for that. I'm going to show it off later because I like my little tumbler that I have. But yeah. Feel free, share whatever you're going to do in the comment section down below. We'll get started at around 7:10. We're just going to give people a moment to get in here before we jump into our sprints. And I'm going to take a moment to also put the timer up so that I'm not rushing to do it later. But yeah, share down below. Let us know what you'll be up to during these sprints. I plan to be here for about 3 hours. So from 7:00 p.m. here, this time CST, till 10:00 p.m. CST. I'll be here. Come in when you feel like it. Let's see. Hey, Noah. Hello and congrats, Jaleesa. Hello, Nicole. Thank you so much. Another booktuber, y'all. Go check her out. We got a lot of booktubers in the comment section, so go and take the time to check out their videos, check out their channels, like, comment, and subscribe to them as well. Thank you. I can't believe it. It's a good thing that I don't pay attention to the numbers. If I did, I think that it would stress me out. But yeah, I'm surprised. Wow. Highly caffeinated. Oh, that means you're going to have a hard time going to sleep. You know what? It's funny, though, that you say that because I thought about making a cup of coffee before I came on live, but then I thought about, like, my sleep. It wouldn't be good if I had a cup of coffee right now. So I would be drinking water and tea and then calling it a day. Okay, so I was right. It is 1 a.m. over there. Well, hang in here. If you want to be here for just one sprint, that's good too. If you want to hang in for all 3 of them, that's even better. Because I plan to do 45-minute sprints with 15-minute breaks in between for us to chit chat and catch up. That's the goal. But we all know I talk too much. So it's possible it may go left field. So just wait and see. Awesome. Yes. I can't believe it. I know we need to rename this. I can't believe it because I never thought that I would make it to 100 subscribers. So thank you to each and every one of you all that have subscribed, stuck in there with me. I'm trying to see, where my footing, how I was able to get there. Because I know it was a rough couple of months in the beginning because I really wasn't sure what I was going to do to make sure that I was a little bit more consistent than a little bit more consistent than I could have been. I hope that makes sense. You know, English has been very difficult. If you all don't know this, I have been practicing my Spanish, and lately it's become very hard to differentiate between the two when I'm speaking. So I do apologize if I'm confusing anyone when I'm speaking. See, in between the lines says it is 1 a.m., but got to show. Thank you so much. Again, like I said, it's late over there. If you have to go to work in the morning, go to sleep. Just, you can always watch the replay. And if you do fall asleep and then you wake up later on and say, I wonder if Jaleesa's still on, check. I most likely am. Like I said, I'll be here for 3 hours. Just chilling and have a good old time with the people and the buddies in the chat. Let's see. Good evening. Hello there, Lachette. How are you? She says good evening to me and everyone that's in the comments. Make sure you say hello back. That's what we do here. We enter a room, we say hello. Announce yourself. Oh, I think I lost track. Okay, keep going. Noah said, wait, where is it? Oh, hello, everyone. Lachette says, oh, great. Yes, thank you. I can't believe it. Give me another phrase for I can't believe it. You know what? You can kind of tell, the air conditioning on because it's getting cold. The temperatures here where I live are dropping again, so it's going to come on and most likely try to be louder than me. But yeah, I really just, wow, over the moon. I don't know, how do people react to this kind of stuff when they hit I guess a milestone. I'll have to write that down now and think about it. Sad me thanks with yes, you are normal height. Don't let anybody tell you any different. I'm gonna have to do something to celebrate 100. I don't know what it would be, but I need to maybe be a little bit more mindful that with time numbers do change, and most of the time they do go up when it comes to subscriber count. So yeah, just consider me a very is it humble? Yeah, humble person. I don't really look at the numbers too much, but it does feel good to know that there are people that took the time to press the subscribe button, and then some of them even stuck around and keep watching the videos. So yeah, I'm feeling good. Pat myself on the back. Okay, so Lachette said she's gonna finish editing a video first. Okay, so that's good. That's productivity. Get it done. Hopefully you finish it. I may try to film a video that I've been trying to do for a couple of days. The boot camp readathon tag is what I meant to do earlier in the month, but I didn't get around to it. So I now know it's the 29th and I'm cutting it close. So I most likely will do that. Let's see. Go to the next one. Okay, Vincent's going to finish our Cricket Kingdom tonight. Got about 50 pages left. Oh, okay. You're really enjoying that duology. I'm curious to see whether or not you will even, take the time to watch the TV show. I watched the TV show first, and I'm most likely going to read the duology once I finish season 2. So I only finished season 1 of the TV show, and I enjoyed it. It's pretty dark, but it's interesting. Currently reading The Heaven and Earth Grocery Store by James McBride. Oh, okay. So you changed it up from last week. Last week, Nate Godfrey was reading the King Alive, which is an autobiography by Jonathan Eeg about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And now they're changing it up and reading The Heaven and Earth Grocery Store by James McBride. That's one of the books that I was going to choose for the Buddy Reads or reading the other book cover, but I decided not to because it was over 400 pages. But I do have that as a book that I want to read because I'm pretty sure it was voted as maybe the best book by Amazon or something like that for either general fiction or some kind of category. So I know it's an awarded book, and that's why I wanted to get to it sooner rather than later. Okay. Noah says, I do not have coffee, but I shall stay for as long as I can. And no, you don't. Okay. Yeah, if you fall asleep on me, it's okay. It's okay. I don't mind. I know I can be a little bit long-winded, but hopefully you have a good time here. I consider myself a good time, pretty chill person. There's no pressure when it comes to what you need to do during the sprint and everything like that. We're just here to make sure we get these pages read and get some activity in there. Let's see. No, it says I have way too many books open. That means it's time to look at which ones are most interesting to you and then stop there. Like, don't try to do more than you can handle. Because I know with me, I'm coming from me, that sounds crazy because I'm usually between like 5 books at a time. But at this moment, I'm only between maybe like 2 or 3, which is good for me. I was going to read Sold, which is what I had put inside of the description, but I'm actually going to pivot and continue reading Such Sharp Teeth by Rachel Harrison. Yesterday I had a book club meeting and she came to speak with us, and it was very good conversation, a lot of discourse. This is what the book looks like. Oh, can you see it? I don't think you can. Is it there? Yeah, Such Sharp Teeth. That's what I'll be reading. So I want to finish the book. I don't think I'll finish it before the end of June. Not June, January. Look at me speeding the year. I don't think I'll finish it before January, but I want to get at least to the 50% mark, maybe even further during these sprints that we have going on today. But yeah, try to like cut down on how many books you're reading so it won't be too much. How many are you in the middle of right now? Because I feel like you just finished a really thick book, which was like 600 or 700 pages. If I don't know, if it were me, I'd pick something a little bit shorter, just so I can breathe. You know those like big books that kind of are a little bit heavy? You want to like breathe a little bit, try something different. I most likely would have chosen like a graphic novel immediately after finishing a book that big. But yeah, but if you feel in the mood to be in the middle of several books, go ahead, because that's what your business. Let's see, divided into 3 parts. Oh, okay. I see. They're talking about the heaven and earth grocery store. So I guess it is divided into 3 parts. Most of the time, books like that, if they're divided into 3 parts, it's because they're trying to tell something that happened in the past, the present, and then maybe a mixture of how the past affected the present, sort of kind of like that. So I look forward to reading it one day. I think I want to get a physical copy, preferably paperback, because books that are that thick, I tend to want to do, what is the word? Annotations. I want to write in the book. Thank you so much. In Between the Lines, which is Noah. You all get used to the names. Noah says, but yes, congrats on you. Deserve all the good things. I try. I'm really I'm chill. I don't be expecting too much. So when I hear like, oh, you got 100 subscribers, I'm like, somebody is thinking about me. It's a weird thing to wrap my mind around, because I usually keep to myself. If my mother were here, she would say Jaleesa is shy, she's quiet, she mind her business. So doing all this is new territory. Yes, Nicole, the chatting is always fun. And that's the problem. Because it's so fun, I get so lost in it that I don't pick up the what do you call it, the timer at all, which I need to actually be opening right now. I'm gonna I'm gonna stop at most likely this comment here, and then I'll keep going down once we come back. Let me pick up the timer, or pull up the timer. Sorry. But talk amongst yourselves and get your stuff ready. So if you're writing something, reading something, doing the exercise, because of course, like I said, we're doing Bootcamp Readathon. So the Bootcamp Readathon, part of the focus of it is to get into some activity. Get that ready, whatever it may be, and we'll get started and see how much we can get done in 45 minutes before we come back and update each other on how we did. Hopefully we make great progress. I know lately, I don't know if I'm reading fast or if this book is fast paced, but I've been able to get through at least a good 15, let me stop lying, maybe 10 to 15% in like about 30 minutes. So my eyes feel like they're flying across the page. What is happening? I'm trying to open up this timer here. And for whatever reason, it doesn't like me. I think what I'm going to do is just use, I don't remember the last time, did I use cats or did I use tomatoes? I don't know. I don't think I did. I'm talking about the type of timer. So I'm going to change this to 45 minutes. And then we're going to do a break of 5, 2, trying to do math in my head. So we'll be able to do like 3 sprints during this allotted time. Save changes. Uh-oh. I'm feeling a little fancy today, so maybe we should look at a cafeteria. No, cozy fireplace. I love a fireplace, so I'm going to make the background. No, that's a little bit too dark. You see, this is why some of those games that I play, I don't play them often. Well, I don't buy more games like them because when it comes time to create my character or make any kind of decision, I take too long, way too long. Okay, I'm going to do Soul Sunshine. So I'm going to share my screen with you all, and then I'm going to take, put my face here. Where is it? Okay, share screen. Because I'm a little bit over. And I'll just make sure it's not too loud. I don't want it to disturb you all too much when the chime goes off. So I'm going to turn the volume down just a little bit, just a tinge. And I also will just tap because I know it scares me when I'm doing sprints with someone. I'm like, oh my God, what is that noise? All right, we're going to start now. So get your stuff ready and I'll see you all in 45 minutes. All right. All right. Hello. How did everybody do? Y'all, my book. Woo! I made it 10% through. I started at the 37% mark and I'm now at the 47% mark. Finished an entire chapter and wow. There's so many parts in my book where I'm just like, yes, yes, yes. And I love when that happens. I'm going to go on ahead and pull up the comments. It's taking me a moment. Where did I stop at? But let me know, how did you all do in that 45 minutes? Did you make some progress? Was it good progress? Or did you just chill out? Because sometimes that's all we need to do. Rest is a thing. That's a word. We need to put that on a t-shirt or on a cup. Because rest is a thing. And if that's what you did, I like that too. Where did I stop at? Okay, here I am. So Nicole, she said, high five the like button. Why is it freezing? Okay, here it is. Yes. So we're jumping back in. I hope you all have your water on deck. I got this much left. I'm hoping I can finish. I know I can finish this before the end of all of our sprints today. So like Nicole said, going ahead and high five. The like button, it really does. It feels good to know that you like something, right? Like something that I'm doing. So go ahead and do it if you haven't done it yet. Then we have Noah said, oh, good call with the like button. Yes, I know, right? You know, it's one of those things I always forget. Even in my videos, I forget to say like, comment, and subscribe. No, take it back. I do tell you all to comment, but like and subscribe, I always forget. I have to remind myself. That's a thing, and it's necessary. So yeah, go on ahead and do it if you haven't done it yet. Then said he is off tomorrow and I'm not working until 2 p.m. Okay, so you all have time. So if you have enough energy to stay up, then and Noah, if you caffeinated and everything, stay until 10 o'clock. I think it'll be like, 3 o'clock you all's time. So if you can, I greatly appreciate it. And we'll have much to talk about tomorrow in the Discord. Yes. Renee says, hello, everyone. So we're still saying hello. Well, this was at 7 o'clock. So I'm catching up, y'all. Hello. So I'm trying to keep myself accountable to make sure that I don't stay too long in the comments because we know I be talking. Hello. Kiana, how are you doing? Kiana has a video that was released not too long ago. She was talking about her February TBR. She's going to be reading a lot of, is it Beverly Jenkins? I believe so. I'm trying to remember because sometimes I get Beverly Jenkins mixed up with Brenda Jackson, but she's reading for February. So if any of you all are interested in reading Beverly Jenkins and you want to have somebody to talk to about it, she'll be reading those books or some of the books in February. Check out her video. She's also a booktuber. I'm trying to remember everybody that has booktube channels. I'm going to shout them out as I get through. Hello. Everybody saying hello. Noah, what books in a minute you have bought are you reading? Yeah, Noah and Vin have been hitting up the bookstores and buying a lot of books. We're all in the same Discord, so that's the reason why I know. And I'm always wondering, like, when are they going to get to all these books that they bought when they already have books at home? But that is like the dilemma that all of us bookworms have. We buy books and we just continue to buy them even though we haven't read them yet. Vin said, I still need to do my fourth wing video. Yes. Have you finished your notes for it? Because Vin, I know he said that he enjoyed the book or he liked the book, but he had some thoughts about it as well. And he was working on formatting it. So I wonder when it's going to come out. Because I haven't read it yet, but I am curious about how everyone is feeling about it. I'm trying to wait until like the hype dies down. I don't want to pick it up yet. The more hype it is, the less likely I'm going to pick it up. But once it dies down, I'll pick it up and then go back and figure out, okay, so what are you all talking about? Like, what do you like about this book so much? Noah said, I haven't started them yet. I'm eyeing up Alice by Christina Henry. I love Christina Henry's book. What was it? The Girl in Red. Yes. Really good book. It's a Little Red Riding Hood retelling. So if you're looking for a retelling for Little Red Riding Hood and you like post-apocalyptic, check that book out by Christina Henry. But he said, but I need to make sure that's book 1. I'm starting with, I have all 3, so I should be fine. Yeah, Noah has a habit of buying a book or starting a book in a series that's not the first book in the series. So it's good that he's taking his time and actually checking to make sure that he's not reading a book that's not the first book in the series. I've done that before and I was lost. I was like, who is this person? What happened? Blah, blah, blah. But I kept reading because it was a NetGalley book. Then says, wait, hey, are connected in a series? Are they connected in a series? Thought they were all just retellings. It most likely is a connection. You know how sometimes like some of the authors, they'll do something where it'll have a connection, like there's a thread between all of the books, but you can read them out of any order. It most likely is a little bit like that, for all I know. The only book I've read by Christina Henry so far is just the Girl in Red, but I do want to pick up some other books by her because she always has these like really cute, well to me it's cute, book covers that grab my attention. So I don't know, I think maybe next year or the year after, because I have things going on in my mind about what I want to do on my channel and my book blog. I want to start doing more author spotlights because at one point I was going to do that with a thriller author. I can't remember her name right now, but I had read all of her catalog and I was going to talk about them, and then for whatever reason, my mind was like, basically it was like squirrel, looking somewhere else and doing something else. So I need to tell myself, Jaleesa, one thing at a time. Stop trying to do everything. Knows that some of them are, but there's an Alice series, Alice, Red Queen, and Looking Glass. Oh, okay. Why does that sound like something I've seen before, but it was like a YA series or something? After this, I'm going to have to go and look. Oh, that reminds me. I need to write down the books that you all are mentioning that you're reading so that at the end of this stream, this live, I will be able to share it with everyone else. That's what I'm trying to get in the habit of, making sure that I put in my description bar the books that you all are reading. And maybe this is just an idea because I'm known for doing too much sometimes. I would like to also put in a section, the description section, all the booktubers that are in the comment section so that everyone that watches a replay will know who was here, and then you all have an opportunity to be shouted out, recognized, and then it's like what is the word called? Not a domino effect, but I can give you an example. So recently, Courtney, who is the creator of the Bootcamp Readathon, she participated in I don't know if it was a tag. I think it was a tag. And I don't know who created the tag, but I am very appreciative of it. It was a tag where you read somebody else's book. Was it a tag? She'll correct me in the comments if she's here. But you read somebody else's book and then you make sure you put that person's information at the bottom, and then you have a clip of them in the video. And because I watched her video, I watched 2 or 3 other people's videos, and I had gotten 2 or 3 other recommendations as far as books. So it's like a great way to get exposure. That's the word. I was trying to figure out what it was. So yes, exposure. I want to try to do that as well. Make sure that I put people's names in the description bar. So I'm going to try to do my best to record as I go. And if I don't, I can always go back and look. I don't mind rewatching things, but let me make sure I put down Christina Henry and the Good Lord Heaven grocery store thing. I'm going to remember. I did it with the last one, so I like that. Okay. Next comment says, okay, it's no, I get it. I have around 4 books open. One is Atlas 6. Me too. We were supposed to be reading it together, the Atlas 6, but I don't even want to touch it, to be honest. Right. You know what? I don't have an aversion towards Atlas 6. It's just that like my mind at night, it really is not, I'm not trying to overwork. I don't want to have to overthink things. And I feel like when I'm reading Atlas 6, I'm overthinking stuff. Well, not overthinking, but I'm having to use my brain too much because the writing it comes off to me as pretentious. I'm having to remember who is who because we're jumping in and out of all these people's heads. And it's just, I don't want to say no bueno, but it's not no bueno. It's just kind of más o menos. It's a little bit good and bad here and there. I'm going to pick it up though. I'm not running away. I'm just taking time. That's what I'm going to say with Atlas 6. I can't speed through that one. It's not reading as quick as the book that I'm currently reading. Then said, oh no, I have bought series books by accident again. See, you have to make, you all in the comments, just take this as like your homework. When you go and buy books, please make sure you check to see if it's part of a series before you actually press the purchase button or before you even go to the cash register. Because now you got to go back and do it again. I mean, but then it's like, oh, you don't mind. But it's like when you do that, you're also making yourself open to buying even more books. And it's just like an ongoing cycle. So yes, check before you buy. Check before you buy. Rule of thumb. No, it says, oh, nice. I had that on my TBR. I'm assuming you're talking about The Girl in Red, right? Or are you talking about Atlas, something else? Let me know in the comments because I forgot. Just that quick. Okay, yes. So I was right. So you did read nearly 700 pages, and I have to wait for November for the second book. That is quite a lot. I don't even think I read 700 pages this month. No, take it back. Maybe I did. But like one book being 700 pages, no, I'm not there yet. If I'm reading a 700-page book, best believe it's going to take me about a good 3 to 6 months because I have commitment issues. I can't stick to one book. I have to juggle so many. Okay. Noah's asking how everybody's doing. Then here's Wilma. If you all don't know, this is the 4th time that we're doing this. Hey, mama. This is my mama. Tell her hello. She says, praise the Lord, everybody. Praise the Lord, everybody. Praise the Lord. And while, you know what, speaking of praise the Lord, let's raise our hands in the air for just a little good stretch. Press your chest out. Breathe in. Breathe out. You should feel like some kind of tingles or something from stretching your body. Elongate that spine. This is my part when it comes to boot camp readathon. I'm a stretcher. No, how dare you? It's about to come on again, I can tell, because it's feeling a little chilly in the house. Yep, there it is. But stretch your arms in the air, y'all. Reach for the sky. Noah said, okay, yes, praise the Lord. That's my mother's greeting. Instead of saying just hello, she's going to tell you to praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Let's see, what is the next one? Okay, so she said she's 79% into not King. Okay, I think she meant Across the Bridge. A Bridge to Cross by John Lewis. She got the titles mixed up. So that is a book that we'll be reading in February for the Butter Reads. We're reading Beyond the Book Cover. We're going to be reading Across the Bridge by John Lewis. Rest in peace. And hopefully we can get to that book without, shedding some kind of tears. I don't like crying. Doesn't mean I'm against it because I will cry. But just to think about all the stuff that we've had to go through and all the people who have marched before us, such as John Lewis. Again, rest in peace. It makes me sad because it's like, man, you have to go through all of that just for us to be able to do what we're doing now, being equals with people. Well, I'm not going to go down a tangent, but somewhat equals with everyone else in this state, in the United States. I'm pretty sure we're going to be talking about civil rights movement. We're going to be talking about social justice movements. We're going to be talking about a lot of heavy topics when it comes to that book. So it's nonfiction. If you're in the mood, join us. Join us. Buddy Reads, we're reading Beyond the Book Cover. All right. Noah said, sweet, that's awesome. Is it a heavy read? I was wondering the same thing. I have a feeling this maybe not, but I haven't started reading it yet. The only book that I've read that's kind of heavy so far is, not read, but I've consumed some of the media that's gone along with it, is the 1619 Project. And that's a heavy read because you start seeing like all the different systems that are being affected when it comes to Black people in particular here in America. And it's really, it grinds my gears. It makes you a little bit upset, but you can't internalize it. You can only just make sure that you note it. You understand that there's something that's happening and you move forward. So reading books like that, I feel like it gives you a better idea how things work, so you don't really not work, but you don't really interact with people based on emotions. I hope that makes sense. So, like when it comes to racism in particular, a lot of us want to react based on emotions. But when you come from a objective standpoint, like the facts of things, that's the quickest way to make somebody shut up. so I'm just put that in your pocket and take it where you will. But that's how I see things when it comes to reading books like that, nonfiction, especially when it has to do with race. The more you know, the better you're able to communicate with other people. Okay, this is Tangible Reads, Courtney, the creator of Bootcamp Readathon. Hit her up. She has several videos. She's participates in a lot of readathons. Right now, she's participating in, I think I saw you comment on the Missy Elliott readathon that's going on. That is being hosted by Shay with the Hobbies. And then she's also participating in the girl group readathon, I think, as well. Lots of readathons. Go to her channel, check out her videos. I'm pretty sure, because I need to catch up. I think I'm 2 videos behind. That she's sharing her TBR as well as the prompts and stuff. So if you're interested in participating in any other readathons, because this one's going to end on the 31st, go on ahead, pop up over there. You will see what she's up to. Now that I think about it, I keep forgetting. Noteworthy Fiction, which is Nicole. She does a weekly video for like her currently reading. I think I'm maybe a video behind. I'm pretty sure I am. And if you can't tell, I'm always trying to catch up with everybody's videos on a daily basis. But check her out as well. She does a video every single week for that. And she also did sprints this morning. And they weren't just short sprints. She did a sprint from, I think, 8 a.m. to maybe past 2. I know it was like 8 hours. I was there for a little while, and then I had to concentrate on work. But yeah, everybody in this chat right here, for the most part, has a booktube channel. They do all kind of different things. And I feel like if you have an opportunity to, go and check them out and see if you mesh with them, mesh. That's what we're trying to do here. And support. Courtney said, and even 100. Yeah, let's see if you can break that today on the upside. Let me see. Mama said, hello, Courtney. And then I like when people talking in the comments. I'm so silly. Courtney said, hey, Mama. See, Mama has come to every single one of these lives. I haven't seen her in person, I think, in like a week. So I'm going to have to ask her in person, like, it seems like are the sprints helping her get through her books? Because I'm surprised that she's 79% into the book that she's currently into. I'm talking about Mother. So that's great. Okay, Mom said, cover lots of John's journey through American Negro plight from civil rights and today's political landscape. So yeah, see, I was right. So it's going to be sort of heavy, but it's a necessary read because John Lewis, he did a lot right alongside Dr. King before Dr. King was assassinated. And he continued to serve this country and continue to make moves. But as far as me knowing details of that, I don't. So I feel like I just know the general information about him. So I'm hoping that after reading Across That Bridge, which I think, do I have it on here so I can show you all what it looks like? I'm going to show you what the book looks like so that you'll know what we're talking about. Okay. Where is it? I know I added it to my Kindle recently. Okay, well, play it off. I can't find it. I don't know where it is. I'm going to have to just share it on my screen so you can see which book that we're talking about. But yeah, that book there, I feel like it's going to be pretty heavy. Let me show you all real quick because I think it's important that you know what we're talking about. So let me see. Chrome tab. Share this. Let me show you. HCPL. This is my library here. I'm going to have to go back and check to see why it's not on my Kindle. I thought I put it on there. And if I didn't, then that's a problem because that means I won't have the book in time for February. Okay, it's taking too long to think. Okay, there it is. Never mind. I'm just being impatient. So sorry, computer. So sorry. Across that bridge. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, here it is. So this is the book that we're talking about, Across That Bridge by John Lewis. It says, Across That Bridge, A Vision for Change in the Future of America. This is the book that we will be reading in February for the Buddy Reads or Reading Beyond the Book cover. I'm going to continuously plug it because February ain't here yet, but that means you still got time to see whether or not you're interested in joining. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing that. Then let's see, next comment. Okay, woman says, Courtney been visiting you live Bookathon yesterday. Okay. Mama, did you say anything in the comments? I don't know. I maybe wasn't. Was I there yesterday? No. Sunday. What did I do yesterday? Yesterday, I was trying to read this book in time for the book club. I don't know what happened. Actually, you know what? Let me stop lying. I know what happened. I have a bad habit of reading in my bed, and I fall asleep. So there's that. So I missed it, but I can always watch the replay. That's good, Mama. It's good to see that you're like, finding your footing and seeing what you like in the booktube arena here on YouTube. And here we have Christina K. Simmons. Say hello, everyone. She says, hope everyone is well. A little late. It's okay. I'm going to be here for a while. But I made it. Reading Throne of Glass while working on a blanket, sharing some sprint hopping joy with the like button. Thank you. Boop, 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 boop. Go on ahead. If you haven't done it yet, go on ahead and like the video. Working on a blanket. Who's the blanket for? It's funny. I was talking to my cousin yesterday. Well, last night. We had a long conversation, but she sews quilts. And she was telling me that she was working on something for her son. So I like hearing people making things because I don't have the patience. Not right now. One of these days I will. As far as Throne of Glass goes, I have, I feel a little bit embarrassed about admitting this. I have the entire collection, even some of them in hardback and paperback and ebook. And I haven't read any of them. Shame on me. One of these days I will. Because I still need to finish what is it called? A Court of Thorns and Roses. I may finish that series and then jump into Throne of Glass. But right now I'm staying away from series because I feel like it puts me in a mini slump sometimes. Okay, Courtney said, that's a heavy book, Miss Woman. Thanks for looking me up. Yeah, Mama, once she remembers, who the person is, she's going to make sure she comes and supports. Fancy meeting you here, Kay. Yes, Kay being in the sprints. Christina, I think I saw her in the sprints this morning with Nicole at Noteworthy Fiction, and she may have been somewhere else, afterwards. So yeah, Christina, you can always count on her. That reminds me, Christina, if you're still here, can you please let me know how is Pat? I was watching an older video of yours, Courtney, where you were talking about Priest and the rest of the series. So Priest, Sinner, and Saint, I think. And so I was listening to it yesterday because I don't plan on reading the book, but I want to hear what is it about, right? Or reading the series. I don't plan on reading it. Not now, but we'll see. So I'm listening and everything. And then all of a sudden I saw, Pat was in the comment section and stuff. And that made me think where is she? If you all don't know, Pat is, well, from what I've seen, being more active in the sprint arena when it comes to BookTube, she's usually in the comment section. So I'm so used to seeing her that when I don't see her, I'm like, what is, what's going on? Is she okay? So Christina, if you can let us know in the comment section, is she all right? If she's not, how do we check on her? Because I miss her. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I miss seeing her in the comments, reminding us to comment, subscribe, and drink our water, all that stuff, and giving all the positive vibes. So yeah, my mind is on her. Wilma says, readers are leaders. I love following the leaders. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yes. And Quinn says she's like that. She likes that phrase. Yeah, you can count on my mama to have a very catchy phrase. And then a woman says, speaking the truth. Okay. Then we have Nicole said, hi, Courtney. Hi to Courtney and Christina. And I see Kiana just got off of work. I'm trying to show it. Where is it? Okay, she said, I'm finally off work. Whew. I forgot what time zone are you in? Because I was off work. I got off work at 6 o'clock, which is kind of late. I mean, considering that most people get off at 4 or 5. But I don't mind. I'm a late riser. But I hope you made it home safely if you had to commute back home from work. Nicole says, hello, Kiana. Yay for finishing work. I know, right? Like when you're off work, it feels so good to just separate. Separate yourself from whatever was happening at work. All right, video is live so I can read next print. Okay, that's good, Lachette. Another booktuber. Lachette makes several videos. I think she just finished wrapping up a lot of her videos for like, the best books, the worst books. What else? I think she did a card, like a tarot card reading for herself, if I remember correctly. Several different videos. She's also the person that is over the Remix Classics Readathon. Is it Readathon? No, Read Along. There's a storygraph for that. I'm participating in it. I don't know if she saw my comment on storygraph, but I'm actually starting to like Treasure Island. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying it. But I am. So thank you for like kind of sort of forcing me to try something different, because I run away from classics as if they are the plague. But they're not that bad. They're not that bad. So it's good to have you back. I'm going to be checking out your video. If not tonight, most likely tomorrow. So you'll see me in the comment section. Okay. So Nicole said super sleepy and lots of distractions, just 6 pages. That's not bad. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'll be in the sprints. Let's say if I'm at work, and when I say 1%, 1% usually means maybe 1 page. So, because I'm trying to do 2 things at the same time, but it happens sometimes. 6 pages is not too bad. How far are you in your current book? Because depending on like how far you are, that can kind of dictate whether or not you get a lot done. Like the book that I'm reading now, because I'm close to the 50% mark, is reading a little bit faster. In the beginning, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, what are we doing? Am I supposed to be interested in these people that you're mentioning? But now I'm invested. I'm into it. I maybe can finish it tonight. Fingers crossed. Okay. So Nicole, I'm sorry. Courtney said she's watching TV. What are you watching this time? Because last time I forgot what you told me you were watching. What was it? I know before that it was some kind of TV show with animals. Was it animals? No. Crime fiction? Oh, my memory is bad. Courtney, tell me what you're looking at. So if it's something I need to add to my watch list, I will. I'm assuming it's something on Hulu. Okay, Christina said she made to chapter 29. That's good. How many chapters are there? I know Sarah J. Maas is not known for having short books. I've read most of A Court of Thorns and Roses, at least up to like a court. I think I read A Court, or what's it called? Something Wings and Ruins and Wings, something like that. Whichever book was green. But I haven't read the Silver Flames one yet. And then I've already read Crescent City, the first book of House of Earth and Blood, I think. Something like that. These titles, I don't know about you all. Let me know in the comments below. How do you all feel about these new titles that are coming out? Because is it just me, or is everyone jumping onto this trend of making a title that's long enough to be a full sentence? Because there's only so much that this peanut brain of mine can remember when it comes to titles. These titles are getting longer and longer and longer. And I need to stop. I need to stop. I'm getting old. As soon as you got your water, okay, that's good. Get your water, get your tea, whatever it may be. Stay hydrated. It does make a difference. Had a long day, Nicole. Yeah. Did you work today, Courtney? I feel like you maybe did work today. And since Courtney works in the hospital, so she's up on her feet, moving around all day long. I can only imagine. I feel like if I worked in a hospital, oh my God, and I came home, I don't think I would want anybody to talk to me. Like nobody. Just Just don't. Just don't. I may just like flip a switch. Okay. Then said I finished Crooked Kingdom. Now I need to pick what to read next. That fast? Wow. You see, Vin is like a reading machine. He doesn't watch a lot of television, so he's able to get through books like that. I feel like every time, he updates me on what he's reading, it's like 4 books at a time. Wow. I wonder what he picked up. He may still be here, and I'll be able to see what he read next. Yeah, no problem. I'm always up for shouting out people, especially if I can remember, any kind of videos that I've seen. And when I see you more often and stuff, it'd be up here. I know for as much as my memory is bad, it can always sometimes be good. So yeah, you all go and check out her most recent video, because if I didn't already have my mind set on not participating in too many readathons this year, I definitely would have jumped in and read more Beverly Jenkins with you, because I really enjoyed her Old West series, and I enjoyed the characters, the storytelling, and it was just enough spice for me. Like, I don't need too much spice in my books, and it was perfect. But one of these days I would like to, pick up another series by her. It's just like I said before, the series this year, I'm gonna have to put them on pause because I can't handle adding more series to my list of already unfinished series. Okay, Kiana said hello to Nicole. Vince said he got distracted, was talking to Noah about my thoughts on today. Oh, okay, on it today. Oh, okay. I think he's talking about what is it? Is it Crooked Kingdom? I think so. Or maybe it was something else, because I know you finished Crooked, you were reading Crooked Kingdom, and then maybe we were talking about Atlas 6, something like that. There's so many books happening right now. Oh my God. I'm embarrassed. You may have to remind me again which book you're talking about, because I've already forgot that fast. Hey, Shek, she's checking out your video in a bit. Okay. So yeah, she's checking out Kiana's video, February. I like that. Who made up that February? Okay. Courtney says, always supportive to tag people that you're referencing. Yes. That's what I want to try doing. That's my attempt. So I'm seeing all the names here. I can kind of remember most of everyone. And like I said, I'll go back and just rewatch the video and add everybody into the description bar. Come on now, Mouse. Okay. It was a collab. Okay, that's what it was. So what we're talking about is the video stuff I was talking about, where somebody suggested a book to someone else, and then that's how I was able to find 2 or 3 other booktubers, and then also get some book suggestions as well. So they did a collaboration, and it was such a cool idea. Like, I had a great time. They all posted their videos on the same day, and I was just in like nerd heaven. My gosh, I was like, oh my God. Who is this person? Who is this person? Who read this and who read that? It's nice to see, whether or not somebody likes a book that you suggest to them. Then said, only reason I managed Atlas 6 was because I listened to the audio. I think I would have struggled if I was reading it. You most likely would. I want to try the audio, but I listened to a sample of it and it was not my jam. I was, no bueno. So I'm going to keep reading with my eyes, and it's okay. Like, it goes, but I don't know. It's like, it can't keep my attention. I only can do 1 chapter per night. So if I keep it up like that, I most likely can finish the book in a month or so, but it's not one of those books where I'm hooked. Like this book here, Such Sharp Teeth. I don't know if you all saw my facial expressions, but I was having a time. And while I was reading, I kept telling myself, I got to make sure I finish this chapter before the sprint ends. So I was going quickly before the timer hit 15 seconds and I had a little bit of time to spare. So yeah, no, Atlas 6 does not read like that to me. And I don't know if it's because of how she set up the world or the conversations or the words that she's using or if the sentences are too long, but it's proving difficult for me to read. So I'm pretty sure when I review this book, it's going to be it's most likely going to be more of a rant than a review, because I expected something different. But then again, it's also a TikTok book, and I feel like TikTok and me, we don't see eye to eye. Okay. Kiana says hello to Mama. Mama Washington. Mama, you still up? Why she's gonna be like, yes, I'm still here. Ah. Nicole said hello to Mama Washington. Mama Wilma. Uh Lachette. She said, me side eyeing my 644 page current read. What in all the hell are you reading that's 644 pages? No, ma'am. What is I actually now I think about it, I have a little bit of FOMO. I'm noticing a lot of you are picking up books that are 500 page books and up, and I'm not. So I'm thinking like, am I missing out because I'm not picking up anything that's 500 pages plus? I'm just kidding. I don't feel like I'm missing out, but I do also feel like I maybe do need to pick up something that's a little bit bigger because it's been a while. I can't keep running away from 500 plus page books. I keep doing that because I know that if I do, it's gonna slow me down. It's gonna slow me down. Oh, it don't matter because I think the book that the book that we're gonna be reading in February is only like 380 something pages. The biggest books that I'm gonna be reading this year are gonna be this one. I have a reading guide for it, King, and then the 1619 Project, and both of those are like 600 pages and so. So I think that's enough. I'm just not doing it now because it's too early in the year for that. I want to make good progress on my goal. My goal is 77 books, and then you can give me the big books. Once I'm like a couple of books ahead of my goal. But yeah, let us know what you're reading at 644 pages. Nicole, you said reading sprints have gotten you addicted to popcorn, but what kind of popcorn? Like, if you're still here, I like air popcorn. I don't know if you've ever heard of is it called really good popcorn or good popcorn? It's whatever popcorn all the kiddos sell for their fundraisers nowadays. That popcorn is so good. It's expensive, but it's so good. I love white cheddar popcorn, jalapeno popcorn. I don't mind regular butter popcorn, but if I have it, I have to have it mixed with something else. But yeah, I don't eat too much popcorn. Now I think about it, but I do like rice cakes. That's like the closest thing to popcorn for me. I'm trying to think. What have I had popcorn in a while? No, take it back. I'm lying. I like popcorners. Have you heard of those before? My favorite kind is the kettle corn. So good. I am so upset that my HEB that's over here, that's a grocery store here in Texas, they ran out. They've been out of stock of that particular flavor. They have everything else but kettle corn. So yeah, maybe we need to find a different snack because if you keep eating popcorn, you're gonna be popcorn. That's what I always say about myself. I'll be like, if you keep eating cheese, you're gonna be cheese, Jaleesa. So I don't know. With me when it comes to sprints, if I'm at home and we're doing sprints, I usually don't really eat. I always have my water. I'm trying to think, when's the last time I ate during a sprint? If I did, it maybe with some hot Cheetos or something I don't need to be eating. All that salt, but it tastes so good. Oh, you made me think about Courtney, and here she is. That popcorn is a whole grain, so you good. Okay, so you good, Nicole. Popcorn is good. I have to be careful with popcorn. I don't think my stomach digests it well, because I can't eat a lot of it. And then on top of it, the kernels get stuck in my teeth. So I like it, but I just can't eat a lot of it. Woman says, great ideas. Would like to visit other readers' platforms. Okay, that's what I'll do. I'll make sure that I put everybody's BookTube channel in the description bar, as well as the books that you all are reading, so that everybody's on the same page, even if they are not here right now. Nicole said, yes, Courtney, it start with you eating it on sprints one day. And mentioning it. Oh, grain goodness. You know what's funny, Nicole? The video that I had watched with Courtney, the discussion about the Priest series, she was eating popcorn then too. So yeah, Courtney is good for some popcorn. I don't know what kind she eats though. I don't know. I don't remember she ever showed like the bag that she buys, but I'd be interested in trying it one day. I'm always up for trying different things. Because as of now, the only thing that I buy that's popcorn adjacent is just those popcorners. Oh, and Smart Food, the one that comes in the black bag. Okay, I like that one. Christina said, I started an Afghan for my son a year ago and gave it to him for Christmas. It is about a twin size. I offered to make it bigger. So he's like, yeah, bigger. So that's what I'm doing. Oh, you know what? That's a great idea. I didn't think about that. I don't know. Maybe I assume that like if you make one thing, you wouldn't want to add on to it. But that's smart. Like just use the one he already has and build up on it to make it bigger for his size. I always had a thought to do an Afghan, but I don't think I have the patience. Is your Afghan the one that has like the different squares, or is it a different kind of pattern from that one? Because the ones that I'm used to seeing are the ones that have the squares and you just join them together. I know a little bit about crafting. I don't know a lot, but I know a little bit. Christina said, I am everywhere. Yes, she is everywhere. I always see Christina in people's sprints, and it's so lovely to be able to go on a sprint and you see somebody that you know. Because the bigger the group, the more I don't know anybody. So I'm always looking for names that I'm familiar with. And then if I see something that's interesting, then I'll talk to that person in the comments. Sometimes I get ignored, and that's okay. But I'm like, dang, I know you saw my comment. Am I salty? No. But I do feel it's like a little bit weird. It's strange. I know some people are like, you're a stranger. Yeah, but you're in a public space and we're all talking to each other. So the least you can say is I saw your comment and I don't know how to answer it. Something like that in the live. But do I ask for too much? Yes, I do. I do acknowledge that. Kiana said, I swear I was just thinking about Pat. I miss her. Yes. See, so I'm not the only one. I kept wondering, like, where is she? She just disappeared. And now I'm not even gonna lie, I'm low-key worried because when I don't see someone that I'm used to seeing, then I'm thinking the worst. I have the bad case of thinking the worst with things. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep going through these comments, and then we're gonna make it where the next sprint, instead of being 45 minutes, is gonna be 30 minutes. Okay. So y'all slow down on the comments a little bit so I can catch up. See, Lachette said the same thing. Oh, yes, we've been looking for Pat. See? Okay, so it's not just me. Okay, Christina said, I have not seen Pat in a while. Thoughts being sent. Oh, I don't want to be sad. I'm not going to cry, but I'm always wondering what's going on. And I'm always thinking the worst. Yes, okay, Courtney said someone said she was sick. Okay. Well, our thoughts and prayers are with Pat. Pat lives in the UK, if I remember correctly, and I'm so used to seeing her in the sprints, and to not see her, she is very, very missed. Yeah, let me drink this water and pick me up because I'm getting sad. just thinking about it. Drink y'all water, y'all. And I'm thinking positive things. She may be sick, but she's recovering. She's taking care of herself. Oh, okay. So you got off at 6 too. Whew, they be long. Yes. Oh my gosh. Well, hopefully, now you have time to just chill. The kids aren't bothering you too much. You have time to yourself. Because, as soon as you get off and you get home, everybody needs something. That was me this morning. My husband had questions about all kinds of stuff. And I was like, look, dude, make a list. Make a list. I work better with lists. Okay, not Scarlett, sorry. Lachette said, oh, I did not see your comment on Storygraph. Cool that you're starting to like it. Yeah, I started liking it. And I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was because like my when I was reading slowly, the old English started making sense, or because the action started and everybody wants this treasure. I'm already not trusting certain people, but I am enjoying Treasure Island. I can't believe I'm saying it. I cannot believe I'm saying that. Okay, Courtney said she's watching 48 Hours, a police show. Oh, okay, 48 Hours. That reminds me, my older sister, I don't know if she's still here or not, but she told me to watch a movie that's not movie, is it a movie or a TV show? I think it's on Amazon or Hulu. No, it's on Peacock, and I think it's a werewolf TV show. So I'm going to most likely watch that and then maybe make some videos about it, because it's been a while since I made a video about what I'm currently watching. So look out for that if you're into werewolves. Ooh, so Kiana says she finished Interview with the Vampire and she gave it 4 stars. That's good. We like it when a book is good, especially a long. Is it a long? I'm pretty sure it's a long book. It's not a long book. When I've seen it before, it's always been a mass market paperback, a thick book. So that's good. And I know you said you're going to continue with the series. So I guess, are you going to pick up that book next, or are you going to focus on the books that you already set aside for your February TBR? Because I would be torn, like, oh, should I just go ahead and pick up the next book or stick with my TBR? Okay, so according to this, the first 48. Oh, okay. I feel like I maybe seen a couple of episodes of that before. I'm gonna have to YouTube and see, because it's been a while. The older I get, the less TV I've been watching. I have to like force myself to sit down and actually watch something. And because things are mostly available like the entire season, I just binge watch and be done with it. Oh, okay. So Christina said there are 55 in this book, so that's not that bad. So that means you're about sort of kind of a little bit over 50%. Yeah, if my math is correct, you're a little bit over 50% through. How are you liking the characters? Because I know that some people, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, the main character, they got kind of frustrated with her. But if she's young, I'm thinking like that's expected. You know what I mean? Okay, so you said exact same to me. Yeah. So you're a little over half. That's good. That's good. Courtney said, yeah, Kiana, you on to the next book? See, I asked the same thing. Yeah. You made it up. Oh, you go, girl. I think you should trademark it because I like that February. Okay. When I saw it, I was like, that's cute. We need to make that a thing. Okay. Maybe we should. Holla at me. Okay, she said, not Lachette. I'm getting names mixed up. Kiana said, already checked out the Vampire Lestat. Okay, good. That reminds me. So, like, can somebody explain to me, when it comes to the books, which one is the book that, or maybe it has its own book. Which book or books align with the movie Queen of the Damned, which I need to rewatch, because that's the movie that I was excited about when I was younger because Aaliyah is in it. And I did not know that it was based on a book. And I don't know which books it's based on by Anne Rice. So if you know, let me know in the comments below. Woman said, reality check. Truly enjoying the book. Should be a requirement before graduating from high school. See? And I'm hoping I have the same kind of reaction when I pick up Across That Bridge. You know what the thing is, like nowadays, I feel like the majority of us in this comment section already know that they don't want to put any books that can be associated with what is that word? Oh my God, here I am trying to be smart and forgot the word already. What is it? Critical race theory. That's what it is. So CRT, they don't want any books that are adjacent to that in the school system. But I agree with my mama, like these books are necessary. It's the history of our country. It's part of the history of our country. Like it's gonna start a good conversation, but I know people don't like the truth, right? So I'm gonna shut up there because Jaleesa, I'm talking about myself. I can go on a tangent real quick, so I'm trying to keep myself in line. But yes, Mama, I agree. I haven't even read the book yet, but I believe you. Okay, and that's another thing, y'all. So get used to this. My mama most likely will call you a daughter or a son, okay? Which is hello, daughter Scarlett. You have a lovely name. So, Lachette, my mama is shouting you out. Okay, that's what it was. Thank you, Kiana. It is double good. That popcorn is bomb. Oh my God. I'm drooling just thinking about it. The bag just be so small. It's not enough. And I think each bag is like what? I don't know. $7. Is it gourmet? I guess that's what it is, but it's some good popcorn. Oh, skinny popcorn. Yeah, my mother loves skinny popcorn. I don't like skinny popcorn. I like the other one. The one is like Bum Chicka Wow. Bum Chicka Pop. That's what it is. Boom Chicka Pop. Yes, that popcorn is really good too. I don't remember what's my favorite flavor. Maybe the regular one, the plain. It's been a while. If you can't tell, I don't buy popcorn a lot. We don't. If we buy snacks, it's maybe some Melba crackers, some guacamole, tortilla chips, stuff like that. But we're looking for, now we switched that out. Like we switched out apples and oranges for carrots. So me and my husband are like, okay, a carrot a day. A carrot a day. We're trying to get in our fruits and veggies, but most of the ones that are lower in carbs because I'm diabetic. And I'm trying to watch my sugar as much as possible. Lachette said, I don't know, LMAO, I don't know how I started following y'all who are averse to reading. Okay, averse to reading tomes. Okay, I'm not averse per se. I like a thick book, but if I know that I have a goal for so many books in a year, I don't pick up those thick books until like the end of the year. And if I don't do that, I pick them up at the beginning and just like spread it out across the entire year. But I'm also a mood reader. I think the biggest book I read last year was Darknesses, and I forgot who it's by, but it's like a Dracula story. And it was good, but it's like after the book got to maybe the 450 mark, it just went off the rails. And I was like, what in all creation? What are we doing in this book? Like it's just popped off and left me behind. So I feel like if you're going to make a book that big, you have to really make it engaging. So if you have some suggestions, let me know. I will pick up a 500-page book. Not anytime soon, but I will pick it up. So let me know and I'll go look it up. Okay. Lachette said my daughter sells it. Not Lachette, I'm sorry. Kiana says her daughter sells it for dance. Yes, and some of my coworkers, their daughters do the same thing. And I think my other coworker, I don't think the Boy Scouts do it. Maybe they do. No, they have their own stuff. It was somebody else whose son is like part of like baseball or something, and they started selling the popcorn. I was like, look, sis, I already bought them cookies. I can't. You have to. If you give me two options, I'm gonna pick one. I am not in a financial state where I can buy double good and them cookies. And I don't need them cookies anyway. Like, no, I'll donate. Keep the cookies. Okay. Lachette was saying hello, Wilma Washington. Thank you. You do as well. Oh, I got 3 more comments. And then, oh wait, lies I tell. Okay, I'm about to stop pretty soon. And going ahead and going to the next sprint. What happened? Okay. Christina said, I wish I can get popcorn after currently bits. Yes, me too. I get so annoyed when it's like the bottom of the bag and all it is just like a whole bunch of kernels and what do you call the thing? Is it husk? I don't know what it's called. The thing that's the hard part. It burns my biscuits. And I'm like, that means that I could have had so many, whole pieces in there. I'm greedy. I'm not even gonna lie. I be hoping that the whole thing is just popcorn. I don't need all those little bits at the bottom. The only time I want bits is if it's like Doritos or something, because that's where all the flavor is. But when it's popcorn, no. Okay, yeah. Lachette said the same thing, Christina. Lachette said, I'm reading Before They Were Hanged, book 2 in the First Law trilogy, Dark Fantasy. Okay. I feel like I've heard the title Before They Were Hanged before. And I feel like I've heard First Law too. Wait, is that the book by, oh God, is that the one that has like the axe on the front of the cover? What's his name? Joe Abercrombie? Is that him? Let me know. My memory is like, it's seeing the book, and I feel like that's what it is. I have that on my TBR as well, but I feel like I need to maybe check out a physical book of that because that's a thickums. Christina said this one is a ripple stitch. I will post a pic on IG when it is done, but I do have pics of others I have made on there. Okay. While you're at it, can you also if you don't mind, put your IG in the comment section. If not, just go ahead and follow me on IG or send me a message on IG so I can follow you on IG and see, because I'm really interested. That's one of my goals, to be able to create something that's like a blanket. I always say I'm going to do it and never sat down to do it, but I know, God willing, One of these days before I die, I will make a blanket, and I would like to do something that's as ambitious as an Afghan or a quilt. So yeah, check me out. Go on Instagram, send me a message or something so I can see. Okay. Michelle said Queen of the Damned is book 4 in the Vampire Chronicles. Okay, so that's the last book. What is it? The last book? Why do I feel like the series is like even longer than what I'm thinking? Questions that need answers. One of these days, I'm gonna dedicate time to reading Anne Rice because I really would like to get into like the TV shows that are out right now, but I can't. So I have a feeling that if I read the books first, maybe I'll be more inclined to finish the TV shows. See, Christina loves big books. She was reading what's called Eye of the World, and then now, well, Throne of Glass is not too big, but Eye of the World is, it's a big book. It's so scary. That's one of those books where I call it a weapon. It's a weapon. If you throw that, it's gonna knock somebody down. Lachelle said the book is better, but the movie is not bad. It doesn't connect well with the IWTV movie, though. What is IWTV? Oh, Lachelle, I got lost. Wait. Oh, I got it now. Interview with the Vampire movie. I got it. It just took a while. So, okay, I see what you mean. So it's best for me just to read the book. Don't even look at the movie. That's what it sounds like. I think that's what you're telling me. Keep doing it again. I apologize, Lachette and Kiana. Girls, it's been a long day. Kiana says, I believe it's the third book after the Vampire Lestat. Oh, okay. And we're still talking about the Queen of the Damned. Okay. Because I don't know how many books is inside of that series. But I know they're all big. They're not small at all. Oh, okay. So it's the third book. It's not the fourth book. Okay. So Lachette said her memory is old. Mine is too. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. Yay to Christina. Courtney said, I liked the interview better than the Queen of Damned. Yes. I'm gonna have to rewatch both of them. I remember being really into it as far as like following along with the history of what they're doing and going through. But I enjoyed the interview better only because what's her name? Chris. What is that girl's name? The little girl that was changed. I forgot, but I liked it because of her. Christina said to Scarlet Moon Creations, which is Lachette, one of my favorite series is the Outlander series, and I'm reading the Wheel of Time right and the Throne of Glass series right now. Oh, how do you keep things straight? Because I think the first 5 or 6 books in the Outlander series because I'm delusional and I told myself that I'm going to like all those books, and I did enjoy some of the TV shows, so that I'm going to keep up with it. It's easy to read. It's just that I can't get lost into it. And I know that book. I think the first one is maybe 700-something pages, and I started it, and I think I made it to part 2. But I don't know. Like, I don't think I don't want to say that it's an age thing. I think for me it's an age thing. I don't think that I'm old enough nor mature enough to be able to sit down and handle the big books in the series. In the past, when I was younger, yes, I read Twilight because that was easy to get through. I tried to read Harry Potter, but I couldn't really get into it when I was in middle school. I think I read book 1 and 2. That's it. I didn't even finish the movie series, which I want to, but like those last 2 movies, it's really dark. And I don't know if you all remember from last time, but me and like dark scenes and stuff, that's the quickest way to make me fall asleep because I can't see anything. So, and then what else did I read that was a series? 50 Shades of Grey. Like it has to be, I don't know, like fast paced for me to be really into it. But I have a feeling that's why I bought all those books. When I maybe turn 40, I may be ready to sit down with Outlander and give it a good old try because I have most of the books already. I just need to sit down and do it. So hold me to it. If I'm still on here, tell me, Jaleesa, remember that time you said da 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 da? I'm like, yeah, thank you. Keep me on task. Okay, Courtney said to Kiana is gonna read Adventures of Al Sarafi next month. Now that is a tone. I know, right? And not only that, she's gonna be reading. Well, she said she was gonna try to read The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. I have that book too, and that's a big book. But I feel like you can do it, especially if it's like if you can get into it. Because I started reading it and it was all right, but when I tried to read it, I had too much going on. We were trying to move from one apartment to another, and my mind wasn't focused. But if you're focused on it, I think it's a good book. Because I haven't heard anything really too bad about it. I feel like everyone that's picked up that book, they've enjoyed it. Especially, and even the Al Sarafi book, I think a lot of people enjoyed it too. And I most likely will pick it up, just not this year, because I feel like one seafaring book is enough, or two seafaring books is enough for me, because I read A Clash of Steel, which is seafaring, and I'm currently reading The Treasure Island. The Treasure Island, sorry, The Treasure Island, and that's enough. I don't need to be on the water all year long. Two is enough. That's my cap. Yes, all good series, Lachette. Kiana said, "Oh snap! It is Girl Scout cookie season. It is, and they be hitting me up. You know, I don't know about y'all, but they are aggressive, especially in the front of the Kroger. And I feel so bad because I'm like, look, I can't be buying cookies every time I see y'all, and I can't afford that. I can't just be here. You go, here you go. Them cookies are expensive. I think each box is like what $6.50 at this point. I remember when I was a brownie, when I was in Girl Scouts, they maybe were $3 and some change, but $6 for boxes. My favorite is Samoa's and the Thin Mints. I like those too. My mama, she likes the shortbread, and then my older sister likes the lemon ones. I don't know if they make the lemon ones anymore, but yeah. I don't know. I only can buy from a couple, and then after that, that's my cap. I say, you will do well. Somebody else is going to buy some. I go the long way around, so I don't have to run into them. Because if it's not them I'm running into people trying to get me to change my light, my power company or my cell phone company. Like, leave. I hate this. I have to lie and say, my husband pays all the bills. So they'll leave me alone. Oh my God. That's what I said to tell the people that's trying to get me to change my power bill, my cell phone bill. Like, no, leave me alone. Yay, yes, buddy read. I'm all for a buddy read. Because like I always say, I don't think people should be reading alone. Like, I enjoy reading alone, but at the same time, I also like reading with people. So we can discuss stuff, see what we like and didn't like. What's the tea, you know? Lachette said, see, I be trying not to comment, but you keep asking me questions. I'm so sorry. You know, I maybe should shut up. And you all are here for sprints. I apologize. I'm gonna get through these comments and then we're gonna sprint because I feel like I am catching up because it's 9:04 and the next couple of so the next couple of comments are saying like 8:57, so I'm doing good. Here we have Bad as Red. Hey, Bad as Red too. Go check out her video. She's another booktuber. She did a video recently. Well, not recently. The one that I watched recently was her boot camp readathon book tag, and it was so funny. so funny. She had on the is it Richard Simmons wig, and then like a little mask here, and it was just so much fun. I really enjoy her personality. She lives here in Texas as well, and I like how she goes like different places that I would never dare go to, or even like I would drive by it but never walk into it, like cemeteries and places that are like supposedly haunted. She's braver than me. She said, I need Jamie and Claire to be safe and happy together for closure. Jamie and Claire, who are we talking about? Outlander. Is that what it is? I feel like it is. Oh wait. Oh my God. Y'all, I done skipped. The devil is working. It's time to shut up, Jaleesa. Okay. I regained composure. Sorry, I had the wrong comment up and talking about a different person. This is Bad as Red too. She said, hi, lady. And then she says, what are we talking about now? We're talking about everything because Jaleesa talks too much, point blank, period. So she said she has a big book, non-horror, called A Little Life by Hanya Gahara. I think that's the name. I want to read. I want to read it too, but I'm like, teetering because it's a big book, and it's actually the one book that I own the most copies of. I have the hardback, paperback, and I have the ebook. Well, one of the most that I have. Oh, take it back. Do I have more than that? I don't know. I picked it up because I have this thing for monochrome books, like the covers and stuff. I love black and white and sepia, or the sepia words. But I heard that it's like a lot of torture. It's almost like torture porn or something like that. And I don't want to just be reading trauma, not torture, trauma. So sorry, trauma porn. And I don't want to just read something to be reading about somebody suffering the entire time. But at the same time, I'm like, that's some people's realities. Some people's realities is trauma all the time. And I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna try. I'm that reader that even if you tell me blah 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 that you should read it because this, that, and other, let me judge that for myself. I do the same thing with people. You can tell me that Betty down the street is a busybody all you want to. Let me find out if she's a busybody myself, But yes, I'm there with you. Okay. And we're gonna stop here. And then we're gonna do the what you call it. I can't use words today. The sprint. I'm so sorry. Kiana says I started watching Interview on AMC and I can't get past the fact that this child has red pupils and no notices it. You know what? Maybe I don't know. You know what? It's now I think about it, yeah. But it also depends on like what time period. What time period do they have the setting for the TV show? Because if it's red contacts in 2023, then I wouldn't think much of it because nowadays the kiddos, well, not the kiddos nowadays, but the people from my generation are still wearing color contacts. I don't like color contacts. That's my own little ick. But I wouldn't be surprised if people just be like, oh, there's just some color contacts. But if it's like set in, I don't know, 1900 something or whatever, yeah, that's really sus. Why are her eyes red? Nobody's gonna ask why are the eyes red? So I'm gonna stop right there because if I keep going, we will never get to another sprint. So we're gonna do 10 more minutes, not 10 more minutes, sorry, 30 more minutes for the sprint, and then I'll come back and jump back into the comments. During my sprint, I will be reading as well as cooking. I have some lentils that are soaking, and because I've been making callaloo and lentil soup. I don't know if I'm gonna add squash or not because I wish they had pumpkin, but they didn't have pumpkin at the store. So I most likely will use squash. I'm gonna make that just so we'll have something for tomorrow because when it's cold like this, I just want soup. But let me go ahead and pull the timer up. I am going to remember where I stopped at when it comes to the comments. If you want to comment during the sprint, that's fine with me as well. I'll catch up eventually. And I think we're having a good time. Let me know if you're having a good time. If you didn't move today, please move. If you didn't raise your arms today, raise them today. If you didn't raise your legs today, raise them today. Move your body because if you don't move it, you lose it. So let me go on ahead and share this. And make sure you drink your water. I'm going to always tell you that because if you don't drink your water, you're black. And whatever color you are, you're black, you're white, you're yellow, you're brown, orange, whatever you call yourself, it's going to crack. Whatever your skin color, it's going to crack if you don't drink your water. So please drink your water. And I say that all in comedy, but I am so serious. So serious. Don't be surprised when summer comes around. If I am doing sprints in the summer, I'm going to tell you to make sure you put on your sunblock. Okay, I'm going to start. Let me change this here to 30 minutes. Because we was going and going and going and going. Save and start. I'm going to turn myself off so I'm not distracting anybody. Happy reading. Hello, tap, 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 tap. How far have you all made it into your books? I read one more, 1%, which is good. And I already started the soup, so I feel productive. How about you all? I'm going to go and find the last comment. And that was our last sprint, because if we were to go for a third one, we will be here till maybe midnight. And I know y'all got things to do. So let me see. Let me turn this ticker off. Let me take this off. It looks like I'm screaming at you all, but I'm not. I am gently telling you all to drink your water. And if you didn't read, like, how much progress did you make into whatever it is that you were doing? Like I said, I read 1%, and then I was able to start the soup. So it's a good thing I started soaking the beans early. Let me turn this off. And I ate a little bit of what was left over. If you haven't before, like, start eating lentil soup. It's fast, easy to make, and affordable. And you can eat it with all kind of different things. Okay, so I think we left off with the red pupils. We were talking about the interview with the vampire. So Bad as Red said, Queen of the Dam by Anne Rice. Yes, we were talking about all of the books, I guess, that are in that series. I want to read it one day, just not this year. Not this year. But I do plan to. I said it for everything. I'm a mood reader. I can't help it. Okay, so I was right. So Lachette was confirming that the book that she's reading, which is 644 pages, I think it's the second book in the first Law trilogy, by Joe Abercrombie. I'm just thinking about the number of pages. Like, briefly, can you let us know in the comments whether or not it's one of those books that feels like 644 pages, or is it so fast paced that you don't even notice the size of the book? I'm curious. I'm asking for a friend. Wink, wink. I am so silly. You can take me seriously, but at the same time, you can count on me to joke about something. And I get that from my father's side of the family. We always are joking about something. Even yesterday when I was talking to my cousin, she was talking about how when she sends out emails, she always makes sure it's humorous. But because these emails go out to like everybody, somebody said they felt offended. And now she no longer can send those emails. So she has to go straight to the point. But the whole purpose of her making it funny is so that people will actually read the email. Because you know how it is. If you work at a company and you're inundated with so many emails all day long, eventually you just start to like I make a rule for my emails. If I know where they're coming from, I make a rule. They go to a certain folder. Certain folders I don't really check that much. So that's why she does that, so that it'll get your attention. But anyway, that's all to say. Anytime you're on here, I'm on here, and you're hearing this live stream, be prepared to laugh. If you don't laugh, I'm gonna laugh enough for both of us, okay? Because joy, it feels good. Let me see. Claudia. Okay. I think we're talking about the little girl from Interview with the Vampire. Yes, that is the one. That's the only reason why I really enjoyed that one. Queen of the Damned, I think that the reason why I didn't really enjoy it that much is because I grew up admiring Aaliyah, and just to know that was her final movie, or any final project, actually. Movie, take that back, because she had an album as well, and she had some music videos. It just kind of, watching it doesn't feel like it should feel. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, it's like she's missed. She's on my mind most of the time when it comes to musicians that died too early, as well as Selena. Selena Quintanilla, I think that's her name. Is it Quintanilla or Quintanilla? I think it's Quintanilla. But yeah, those two, they died too soon. And it's just sad. Bad as Red said, I have a few of Anne Rice. I heard Beauty Punishment is hot and sexy. Ooh, we like hot and sexy. Well, you like hot and sexy. I don't mind hot and sexy. I just need a little bit. I don't need too much. Because after a point, I guess my mind is like, okay, we get it. It's going to be hot and heavy. But you never know. Maybe as I get older, maybe I will appreciate scenes and stuff like that more often. But like now, I'm just like, can you all just keep your hands to yourselves? Kiana says, yes, Christina, no one has mentioned it and it's driving me nuts. When she's talking about those red eyes. Yeah, I think that kind of stuff too when I see TV shows where the person's eyes are clearly a natural color and nobody bothers to really mention it. I think the only time it was kind of, not necessarily mentioned, but like it brought up was in Twilight when they talked about how their eyes are a certain color if they're on a certain diet. But that's about it. Excuse me. Bad as Red said, I love Anne Rice. I love her gothic vibe. Did you all know she had a fake funeral, casket and all? No, I didn't know that. Why would she do something like that? Now you're going to have me going on like a what do you call that? A rabbit hole trying to figure out like what other things does she do. It's kind of cool. But at the same time, it's like if you do something like that with me, it's almost like crying wolf. And I wouldn't know how to trust any sources about your death if you have a fake funeral. But that is interesting. I'm gonna have to look it up and see. Go ahead and watch Queen of the Damned. It's fun. Sorry, y'all. If you're new here, that's my AC is loud. Aaliyah did a good job for what she got. Yeah, she did the best that she. Well, that sounds bad. Not the best that she could, but what she did, what she was able to film, it was okay. I don't know what they did for the other scenes. Maybe they used a body double or something, but yeah, I really wish that she would have been able to finish the entire movie. Excuse me. Baz Red said, I haven't seen that movie since I was a teenager. So good. Yeah, why is it like, I don't know, maybe it's just nostalgia, but I prefer the older movies over like the new movies that are coming out. Anytime they do a remake, I roll my eyes. Because I'm like, the original was just fine. Why are you, leave it alone. You don't have to be changing up things here and there. Lachette said what was interesting was being able to see her go back and forth in her faith in real life via her books, Mayfair Witches included. Excuse me, I think I started watching the first episode of Mayfair Witches because there's the main actress on there. I don't know her name, but she has strikingly blue eyes, jet black hair, or is it brown? And I've seen her in other movies before, or in TV shows, not TV shows, movies. I've seen her in other movies, and I enjoy her acting. And I only was able to finish the first episode because it was free. Streaming services, I don't know, like my mind can't wrap around purchasing so many. So I only purchase one at a time. If I enjoy something, okay, I'll finish watching all that, and then I'll move on to another one. If I have a friend or a friend of a friend that wants to share, then I'll watch it. But what I did watch Mayfair, which is I enjoyed. I didn't know that that Anne Rice's books like mirrored or reflected her tug of war when it comes to faith. That's interesting because I feel like that's something that everybody, goes through at some point in time, especially if you grew up in I don't want to say like heavily religious, but like you grew up in a household where there was some kind of religion there. And then of course, if you didn't embrace it, then you're trying to break away from it or to deconstruct from it. And that seems to be the trend nowadays. I've noticed a lot of people are deconstructing, but it's good that she does that. I like seeing that. It's like I'm getting to know the author through her characters. That's cool. So maybe you all are like really making me want to pick up all these books that you all are reading. I'm wanting to pick up Outlander again. I'm wanting to pick up what was it? The Queen of the Damned, not Queen of the Damned, the Interview with the Vampire Chronicles. But those are some thickums, and not this year, but I feel it. I feel like I have to, but I'm not going to. There's a buddy read for, Christina says there's a buddy read for the Outlander series coming up in a bit. They're doing Harry Potter and another first, though. So it'll be a bit, maybe next year. Okay. And you're talking about the B&K Discord, right? Let me know, because if that's the case, then I'm going to make sure I keep an eye out for the messages that come regarding Outlander, because I do want to be able to read it along with other people, because I feel like if I do it by myself, that's too easy. It's too convenient for me to just drop off and never pick it up. Well, I never pick it up again, but like take a big break from the book. So yeah, let me know if that's the one you're talking about, because I did join the B&K Discord since our last conversation, and I'm enjoying seeing all the discourse, everybody going back and forth about how they feel about each chapter as they're reading. From, I don't know which book it is in the Wheel of Time series, but I've seen the messages coming through. Michelle said, "Oh, I may join that to catch up then." Okay, yeah. If Christina lets us know in the comments, I'm pretty sure it is the B&K Discord. So you most likely will have to join that. And if you don't have to join that, I think you may want to follow Kelsey. I think that's their name, and Brittany. I think Brittany loves to read. I don't know Kelsey's channel, but I'm pretty sure Brittany's channel is Brittany Loves to Read. Because it sounds about right. Lachette said, I need Jamie and Claire to be safe and happy together for closure. Okay, and we're talking about Outlander. I had to remember the names. It's been such a long time. If you all don't know, that was the last sprint. Because if I keep, like I think I said it already, if I keep you all any longer, it'll be the next day. And it's not the weekend. We can't turn up. The lemon ones are my favorite. Yes. We're talking about the Girl Scout cookies. They are good. It's been a while though since I've seen them. They used to have those other cookies too that had like raspberry jam or something in them. If you can't tell, I like the older cookies. These new cookies, I feel like they have too many that are like basically the shortbread with chocolate added to it, or it has peanut butter. And I understand a lot of people like peanut butter, but there are also a lot of people that are allergic to peanuts. So why are you? I'm not allergic, but my sister is. And for me, I don't know, maybe I'm weird, but when I like peanut butter, but sometimes when I smell it, or even when I'm eating it, it reminds me too much of what cigarettes smell like. I didn't grow up in a house with smokers, and it agitates my nose and sinuses and stuff anyway. I don't like the smell, so I only can eat so much peanut butter before I'm just like, yeah, yuck, gross. Let's take a break. Let's take a break from it. But yeah, they have too many peanut butter cookies nowadays. Christina says, I say that all the time. Oh, you're talking about the, are you talking about Outlander or about the eyes from, what do you call it? What was the book? Interview with the Vampire. Or are you talking about the cookies? There's so many things we're talking about, so I'm not really sure which one you're referring to, but I'm assuming you say it all the time to one of the three. She said you have to talk to the... Oh, no. Okay, now I see what you're talking about. So what she meant when she said I say it all the time is that when I was talking about how when I'm at the store and I'm trying to duck and dodge the people that are trying to get me to change my bills to another service, another service provider, she said the same thing as me, which is talk to my husband. And if my husband's not there, I'm like, I'm so sorry. Maybe next time. Because long story short, one time I told a lady that I did not want whatever she was selling. And as I'm walking by, this other man stops me. And this is at Walmart. I don't mind going to Walmart, but it always stresses me out for so many different reasons, which I will not go into right now. But the lady, after I had passed her up, this man comes up to me and he's like, oh, do you want to schedule some pictures? And I'm looking at him like, no, I don't. He was like, well, you don't have to schedule it now, but like if you want to be on the list of people that finds out about packages and stuff, then I can send it to you. So I'm thinking I'm just going to just give him an email address and then I'm going to just leave. No, he has this whole conversation, how we have to do it within this week. I'm like, you just told me I didn't have to do it at a certain time. The lady notices that I had made time for him and she starts putting me on blast. She says, oh, I thought you said you didn't have any time. I said I had to stop. I had to like catch myself a little bit because I was about to act out of character. And so I said, hold on, ma'am, I still don't want whatever you're selling. Like I had to let her know. My mind has not changed. Whatever you see going on right now, it's not going to change the fact that I don't want what you got. But yeah, I don't know why they do that. It makes me feel so uncomfortable. It sometimes makes me want to turn around and not want to go in the store, but I'm already there. I just have to be there. So yeah. Whose idea was it? Courtney, I think she was saying hello to Bad as Red, but she put together Bad and Simmons, and that's for Christina's name. We're going to just keep it open to interpretation. Okay, Christina said Jamie and Claire's Outlander. Okay, I most likely was thinking it was part of the what do you call it? The Interview with the Vampire. You know, these characters, my mind doesn't hold on to the characters' names. And I get a little bit jealous when I see like people making videos about their favorite characters, because I don't remember most of the characters from the books that I read. They're in and out. You have to be really, like, you have to have a strong impact on me and leave an imprint for me to actually remember a character's name. And that is few and far between. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, one of these days I'll find another book besides All the Lonely People where I actually remember the characters' names. And I remember his name, Hubert Bird. Love Hubert Bird. Baddest Rat said Bad Simmons. What's the three things? Oh, okay, never mind. So she did mean Bad Simmons. I'm sorry. So Bad Simmons. What's the three things? Love yourself, fitness, and Courtney. Woo! Yes. Okay, Lachette, I don't know what you laughing at. It could be anything. And I'm pretty sure it's something I said, maybe about the black cracking. Who knows? I'm so used to saying be careful because your black will crack that I'm like, I have to catch myself. Listen, everybody ain't black. But you could be, and you just don't know. Bad is Rad too. It's saying buddy read lady on A Little Life, even if it takes us months to read. Okay, we can do that. If you want to, just let me know, and then we can set up something where we can check in with each other to see how we're feeling. Because I did something similar with with Fledgling. And I buddy read with two other people, and I felt better about reading it that way than reading it on my own, because I had somebody to talk to and ask them like, hey, did you see this? How did you feel about it? What do you think that it means? Blah, blah, blah. Because, you know, sometimes you'll read things that are a little bit disturbing and you're thinking it's just there for shock value, and it may have some kind of meaning to it. So yeah, hit me up. You know where I'm at. Bad as Red said, oh, I had no clue it was that sad. Yeah, it is sad. Supposedly one of the characters in A Little Life goes through quite a bit, and I don't know if my psyche is ready for all of that. So we will have to pace ourselves and protect our mental health at the same time, because I don't want to be spiraling and feeling bad for a fictional character, even though that could be a real person. But still, like, I don't want to be down in the dumps and in the blues because of a book, because I can cry myself into a headache. Have definitely done it before, and I don't want to do it anytime soon. Christina said, don't all kids have red eyes though? She said that to Kiana. I don't want to say all kids are bad, because they're not bad. They don't start out bad. But I know some kids have behavior issues, and the ones that do, they do seem like they have red eyes. Speaking of red eyes, do you all remember, what's that movie called? Is it Children of the Damned? No. What is the movie where it's the children, they all had red eyes and they all had white hair? I need to rewatch it, because I feel like it was a movie that came out maybe in the 70s and then they remade it. And why does it feel like the guy that was in the movie is the same guy that played Superman? I don't know. I'm having one of those Mandela moments where I'm thinking that I saw something and I didn't see it. It's not real. So let me know in the comments. I'm pretty sure somebody has a really good memory and can tell me what movie that was. Why does it sound like it's Children of the Damned? I'm mixing it with Children of the Corn. Keon said, no, but the parents do. Yeah, depending on how serious the parents are when it comes to stuff. Lentil soup is delicious. It is. It's so good. My husband, he's usually really picky with the beans that he eats, so I was surprised that he actually enjoyed it. So I'm making more now. I bought a 5-pound bag, so it's going to last quite a while. Bash Rat says, you are awesome. You are definitely a fun friend to watch. I try. Well, not really. I'm just being myself. Being myself. And, if we click, we click. And if we don't, we don't. It's fine, because there are millions of people on this app, right? So I'm just always, like I said earlier, I'm very surprised that I hit, let's see, it may be changed. I still have 100 subscribers, and I still cannot believe it. Still can't believe it. So hopefully stick around. Yes. Courtney said, hydrate your body inside out. Make sure, you put on your lotion, your shea butter, cocoa butter, whatever it is that you use. Me, at one point, I don't know if you can see it, my hand was so dry. And because, it's cold here now. And it's like, I know no matter how much I put on there, my hand was still so dry. I was having cuts on the side of my hand. And it's just this hand. So I'm wondering if, like, as I'm aging, am I starting to get eczema or something, or what is it? So yeah, I'm trying to make sure I keep my water intake above what I need, and then on top of that, lotion in my hands throughout the day, because this winter is something else, y'all. It's something else. I ain't never experienced anything like this before. My hand would hurt even just to bend it like this because it was so dry, no matter how much I put on it. So I had to get in the habit of using Aquaphor. I don't like having greasy hands, but I'd rather have greasy hands than to have a whole bunch of cuts on the back of my hand. Christina said, winters are bad here. I am drinking the water and my skin is still crackling. Cracking. It's still cracking. So see, Christina's dealing with the same thing. I'm wondering, like, am I just like not being smart when it comes to dressing for the winter? Because I'm always thinking, okay, well, I'm just walking out of my car to the building, or I'm walking from the building to the car, so I don't need any gloves. But the back of my hand is proving otherwise. Like, I most likely will need to get some of those aloe gloves or something that will keep my hands moisturized, because I want my hands to stay looking at least a little bit young for a while longer while I can. I don't want my hands telling on me. Christina said, I did not read that Sprint was getting ready for a shower. Okay. I need to do it. Well, I took one this morning, but you know what? I love a shower. I most likely will take another one tonight. It's something to settle me down before I go to sleep. She said, thanks for the sprints. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you so much, Christina. If you're not here, you have a good night as well. Well, duh. If you're not here, but if you watch it later, you have a good night. And thank you for stopping by, as always. Kiana said she also didn't read. She watched TV. What did you watch? She said she was watching TV. I think tonight I may, if I feel like it, if I don't read some more, I may watch whatever that movie is with Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish. My cousin was telling me about it because I tutor on the weekends sometimes, depending on if I have a student to teach. And we were having a discussion about how my main comment that I always make with people when they ask, oh, how is it doing? With the student, I always say the kids are not all right, because I don't know what's going on. I don't know if we have the children, are they in the phones too much? Are they having too much monitor time? Are they not being paid attention to? Like, what is it? Like, what has changed between when I was a child and the children of today? Because most of them barely can read, or they do not have comprehension. And then you have some of them that aren't able to do even the basic of math problems that they should have learned when they were in like third grade, and they're now 14, 15. They can't do anything but a calculator. So we were talking about that, and then she mentioned a movie, so I'm going to watch it. I'm not a really big fan of Tiffany Haddish because I feel like she acts, yes, but sometimes her acting seems a little bit too close to her actual personality. It reminds me a little bit of like Jennifer Lopez. Only two Jennifer Lopez movies I enjoyed her in. Enough, that is my jam. I love that movie. And I enjoyed her in Selena. But all the other movies, I'm like, girl, like, give me another character. Range. That's what I need. So that's what I get from Tiffany. I feel like she's the same character over and over again. But I'm thinking about watching that movie tonight if I don't feel too tired. Badger said, I'm going to read on a bit, but I have Starbucks, not water, but I will hydrate some. That's all right. It has water in it and other stuff, but still it's water. It'd be different if you drink. So if you drink some soda tonight, I'm going to be side-eyeing you just a little bit. Because soda, I feel like maybe it's just me. When I drink soda, it's only because I need to burp. Because for whatever reason, now that I'm older, I can't burp on my own. But I can get like salted water for that. But yeah, if you got coffee, and if not coffee, maybe tea or something from Starbucks, it's all the same thing to me. You still got water in there. Christina said Brooklyn reads a starting TBR sprint in about 7 minutes in case you need more. Okay. Maybe I'll hop over there too, because I'm at 48% mark of my book. So I want to get to 50% by the end of tonight. And I'm pretty sure I can knock that out in like 30 minutes. Brooklyn reads. Let me write that down before I forget. ¿Dónde está mi B? Where is it? Oh my God. I'm trying to figure out the word for pen too. Bolígrafo? I'm pretty sure. Well, I don't know where my pen went. I feel like there's a ghost because I can't find it. But I'll go back and look. Hopefully I'll remember. Oh, here it is. Brooklyn reads. I don't think I've heard of that book before. Actually, she's starting early. Oh, okay. So that was at 9:43. So she most likely, instead of starting at 10, she maybe started at 9:43. Okay, Christina said, thank you for these, and I sent you a message on IG. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna check it so I can make sure I see your Afghan or see the pattern that you're working on. Oh, I'm so excited. It may inspire me to take out my ye old crochet needles and in my yarn. Bad as Rad too. Oh, Lachette is saying to Bad as Rad. I forgot about the beauty series. Those books are very spicy. I love those. Ooh. Spicy books. Oh my God. You know, one of these days I'm gonna have to like challenge myself to a whole month of spicy and just see like is my mind going to change about those books that have more spicy scenes in them. Because right now I'm okay. I'm good on spice, but you know, you never know. Maybe my mind will change if I read more of it. You know? You never know until you try. Okay, Scarlet. Lachette said I read 20 pages before they were hanged. Okay, that's good, especially for 30 minutes. Kiana said I have to binge watch this show. I have a free trial. What show are you watching? Are you talking about the not Mayfair, the Interview with the Vampire, or the Mayfair Witches? Because I don't think you mentioned what TV show you were watching. If you did, I may have forgot, but remind me again. Lachette said, I forgot there was a TV show for Mayfair Witches. I wonder how that's going to work since it's connected to the... It is? What? Wait, let me make sure I understand this. Are you telling me Anne Rice is a little bit like Stephen King in the sense that she has like a whole universe that's connected between her series? Let me find out. That reminds me, I don't know if you all know this, but I'm going to just plug this in here. Tanana Reeve, her book that just came out in October. What is it called again? I keep forgetting. The Reformatory. It's actually connected to one of her short stories collections. And I think she's going to do something similar where things are being connected between her books. So just letting you know, it's a Black author and she's doing some great things in the horror. So if you like horror, check her out. It can be a little bit intense, but I like her books. And a little bit long, but I like her books. Christina said Nicole from Dusty Booksnippers is doing those buddy reads. So she's doing it. So I think they will be in her Discord. I didn't know she had a Discord. So next time I go to her booktube channel, I'll have to go and check it out to see what her Discord is. I am in so many Discords, but I don't mind it because I'm, connecting with different people. I'm learning new things. Today I actually joined a language learning one, where it's like interchange language, so you're able to talk with native speakers from the other country or other countries. So mine is going to be between English speakers, native English speakers, and Spanish speakers. And so far, I've made some new friends. I don't mind being corrected, so I thank them for being patient with me. And I'm learning how to say different things in different countries, because I don't know if you all know this, but like most of the stuff they're teaching us in school is Spanish from Spain. It's not like Mexican Spanish. So I'm having to unlearn some things that I learned in class because I want to learn Mexican Spanish, Puerto Rican Spanish, and Dominican Spanish. Those are the 3 types of Spanish that I want to learn because it's not all the same. And I don't mind learning the Spain Spanish too, but it's very formal over there, and I don't know. Like most of my friends that I have, they don't speak Spanish. I hope I'm making sense. I know I said it a lot, but seriously, like I hope I'm making sense. Doesn't mean I'm cutting off Spain, but I'm trying to stick to what I know, which is the people around me, and they're not from Spain. The Spanish they speak is from either Mexico, Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, sometimes Panama, sometimes Colombia. So you see what I'm saying? Like the words are different, the phrases are different. Mm-mm. Uh, Okay, so I think Scarlet Moon Creations or Lachette, she is responding back to Kay Simmons, who was talking about, or Christina, talking about Nicole from Dusty Book Sniffers. They're going to be having a buddy read for the Outlander series. Christina said B and K is Brittany loves reading and reads with Kelsey. They're doing the Wheel of Time books. Okay. Because I remember seeing they were doing the Wheel of Time, and I feel like in one of their take it back, I'm getting it mixed up. It was the Dusty Book Sniffers. She was talking about after they finished Wheel of Time, they were going to pick up Harry Potter. So yes, thank you for correcting me. I get everybody mixed up because everybody's reading all of these big series or long series. I'm like, dang. Christina said, haha, at Sexy Lady. Yes, we do, from lack of sleep. Yeah. I applaud you parents out there that are able to have something to yourself and then still make sure that the kids are all right. You know what I mean? I can't even wrap my mind around when my children are here. So long story short, my husband has 2 children, but they're not here currently. My husband is Nigerian. They're in Nigeria. So, when they do get here, if they do get here, because it's a long process trying to get the children or anybody from abroad to immigrate. Immigration process is expensive and it's long and it's complicated. I don't know how I'm going to react when they get here because one, I didn't grow up in a house with boys. I have 2 sisters. The only man in the house was my father. Then on top of that, I'm having to factor in, their age, and then they're coming from another country. So I have to help them to get assimilated or get comfortable because I don't want them changing completely, but I want them to understand that you can be your authentic self, but then also, work your way into the American culture. Just don't lose yourself. It's a war. And then I have to figure out, do they like certain foods and how much do they eat? And if they want to be in activities, and if they do, how much do those cost? Do they need help in tutoring? Like, it's so much to think about. I have a feeling that if I'm not careful, I will put them before myself. So I think, if I remember correctly, I think I did speak to my mother about that, or maybe I spoke to my cousin and I asked those kind of questions because they have children, and I always, just kind of pick their mind, like, how do you do it? But yes, I'm applauding you all because it don't look easy. It looks very hard. It looks very hard. Very, very hard. According to Ashy and Q, it sure isn't. Anytime I think of Ashy, I think about Mr. Brown from the Tyler Perry series, Ashy. And I also think about a girl I went to school with who was always ashy. I don't know why. Her mother would send her to school in these skirts. This is when we were like maybe 5 or 6 years old. I have a pretty good, 6 or 7, take that back. And her mother would never lotion her legs. It was so strange to me. I was like, girl, like just lick your finger or something and rub that ash away. Rub it away. Christina said, my right hand cracks way more than my left too. Why is that? I was wondering the same thing. Why is it that the hand that I use, why is it cracking so much? This one here is just fine. But this right hand, it don't even look the same anymore. Because at one point, I think I had like small cuts just across the entire part of my hand. And I don't know how it got there. So I'm trying to be a little bit more careful about how I move around and what I put on my hands. Oh, Lachette getting on me. She said, wear your gloves. Okay. I need to find some gloves that have the what do you call it? The smartphone capability. My mother gave me some at one point. I don't know where I put them, but you can put the gloves on and still use your phone at the same time. They're most likely packed down somewhere in this house. I'm gonna have to find them. And if I can't find them, I'll just buy another pair because they were really useful. They were warm and I was able to still function. Lachette says also water is the only real moisturizer. So wet your hands, pat dry, and immediately use the butters. Yes, I've noticed that my hands, or even just my whole body, I retain more moisture if I use whatever I'm going to be putting on as soon as I get out the shower. So as soon as I get out, while my body is still wet, I'm lathering down. Like these elbows, you see, they looking good. No ash in sight. I can show off my elbows. But yeah, I have to do that immediately. And it works best for me. So you're right. Yeah. I do the same with my hair too. While it's still wet, I'm putting on the leave-in, the butters, all that stuff. I did two little braids to just get up out the house. But yeah, the winter is harsh. Christina said, I know winter is drier, but still I can't drink much more water. Yeah, I'm in the bathroom all the time already. Yeah, same here. I notice that I drink more water when I'm at home. When I'm at work, I don't as much, only because I don't like public restrooms. And on top of that, it's far. Like I have to walk so far just to get there, which I don't mind, but I'm weird. Okay. Let me tell you this much. I'm awkward. I'm that awkward Black girl. Okay. I don't know if you watched the Awkward Black Girl series that Issa Rae used to do on YouTube, but there's one part that I felt so seen, where when you're walking down the hallway and you've already said hello to somebody, what do you feel like you have to talk again when you're walking, or you just ignore the person? Me, I don't feel like I have to say hello more than once, because at that point it's just like I'm just doing it to be pleasant. I already said hello to you once, that's enough. But then you have the other person who feels the need to say hello again, and so I feel like I'm cringing. on the inside, I'm dying just a little bit, and I'm having to say hello again. I'm just trying to go potty. Just let me make it to the restroom. You don't have to say hello to me because we already said hello once. So yes, I am strange, and I plan my restroom around the schedule of other people. If I know you're going to take lunch at like 12, I will be going to the restroom at 12 o'clock because I will not see you. And that's just with people that I know that are right down the hall. So yeah, I'm different. Courtney said, isn't that movie Night School? Yes, you're right. It is. And most likely, yeah, I think so. That's the one where I think he had a job and he was functionally illiterate, and then he lost his job or something happened, and his friend said that, oh, go on ahead, try to get your GED, and then I'll help you get on to another job. And I think Tiffany Haddish was his teacher, or something like that. I most likely will watch that tonight because I feel like it's maybe like an hour and a half or something like that. I can finish that without falling asleep, so I should be good. But yes, thank you for reminding me because I almost forgot. I'm pretty sure it's my phone in some kind of open tab. Lachette said, lotions, oils, and butter just act as a barrier so the water on your skin doesn't evaporate as quickly. Helps your skin retain moisture. Yes. Christina said, hubby came home, so still didn't get in the shower, but I may watch some Bones if I can't read later. Ooh, that'll be nice. Bones. Sorry. Kiana said, I'm watching Interview with a Vampire season 1. Okay, yeah, you got to watch it before the trial is up. So I'm pretty sure you're like, don't disturb me. I'm trying to get through this, trying to get through it. You know what's funny though? It's like as soon as you're trying to watch something, don't it seem like somebody just pops up in the family, whether it be a hubby, child, whatever, or a phone call, somebody is going to interrupt you. It's like, I just want to get through this episode. Please, just let me have this one thing. Lachette said, in the winter, for many of us, lotion is not enough. Switch to body butters or just straight butters. Yes. So now I use lotion, and then I use body butter on top of that. So it's like a layer kind of effect. So the water's still on my skin, lotion, and then the butter. I may look like a grease monkey, but I don't have ash. And I notice like it gives me like a light scent, so I don't have to use perfume. And it's not that I have to, but I like smelling good. So, but I'm very considerate of people that have allergies. So I try not to spray so much. Not so much like body spray. That's so much. But I wear perfume, it's just a little bit. I'll put behind the ear, of course, a little bit right here, and then in the elbow. But that's it, or the back of the neck. But I don't put too much on because I know it can agitate some people's allergies. But yeah, you're right. Butters work the best. Butters. Oh no, not the next comment saying avoid scented stuff. Avoid scented stuff unless they say the sentence from essential oil. Fragrance super drying. Oh, I didn't know that. Maybe that's why my hand is dry. Because, you know, I like the scented hand sanitizers from Bath and Body Works. So I'm going to have to find an alternative. Good looking out. I think the last one that I bought was from not Trader Joe's. I think I got it from either Whole Foods or HEB, and it's essential oils. It's made by that company EO. So I trust it, but at the same time, like, is this hand sanitizer working? Because I don't think it has alcohol in it. Questions that need answers. Okay. Lachette be knowing. She said, if you use your hands a lot, look into things like liniment or other salves aimed at construction workers or other trades people. That's the extra healing and moisturizing. Oh, like the I have it the kind for the feet. I forgot what it's called. I think it's like key something or something working hands. It's in a small container. Yes, I've seen that before. Growing up though, my mother used to sell Watkins. I don't know if you all have heard of that before. I mean, we used to use the salve as well, and I think it was unscented. If not, it was like medicated hand salve, but she doesn't sell it anymore. And it would work, but I don't know. I don't want to smell like a Vicks container when I'm at work. I don't mind smelling like that at home. If I'm at work, I don't want to smell like a Vicks container. If you can suggest something that smells a little bit better and still works, let me know. Let me see. Christina said Brooklyn is in Australia, so she will be up for a while. I'll put them on the database and you need to find it. Oh, okay. Oh, that's why I remember that name. I think she was on a live with Nicole from Dusty Book Sniffers before. Okay, that's why that name sounds really familiar. Okay, good looking out. Lachette said, yes, but just Vampire Chronicles and Mayfair Witches. It's a deep cut. You won't know until you read several of the Mayfair Witches. Oh, so it takes a while before you kind of like get into how they're really connected together. Oh, hopefully I can remember that when I do pick up the series in one of these days. Lachette said they sure ain't. Taking Spanish in school was something, and even here in New York City, Mexicans and Puerto Ricans and Colombians, etc., we don't always understand each other. Precisely. I have a friend of mine who is his family. Okay, his parents moved from New York to Texas, but his mother is Puerto Rican and his father is Colombian. So I don't know, like when he's speaking, sometimes he'll change different words. I'm trying to remember which word was like not confusing, but like he'll say it, and I was like, doesn't that mean ball or orange or something? And I think it's the opposite in the other language or the other type of Spanish. But recently he went to Spain, and he said that up there, I think they either speak, is it Casta something, and then it's like some other language that only like a couple of people speak. He said that he could understand them a little bit for the most part, but there were some words or some expressions they would use or the way they would pronounce things where it just went over his head. He didn't understand it all. So I was like, wow, it's amazing how, yes, you speak the same language. So for example, like English, but English is not the same everywhere. It's not the same. So I'm working on that. It's been quite an adventure. I actually, when I do my boot camp readathon book tag, I'm going to mention one of the people that Courtney had mentioned in her video, because when I did not know that person was also studying Spanish. I've been looking for Afro-Latina booktubers that are speaking Spanish in their videos. Now, this person's not Afro-Latina, not that I know of, but she is speaking Spanish in some of her videos. And one of her goals is the same as mine, which is to be able to read a chapter book, like a big chapter book in Spanish. Right now, I'm an A1. I'm a beginner, almost an A2. So like I can hold some conversation, but my listening is a little bit better than my speaking. When I start to speak, I get really nervous. So nervous, because my mind is still trying to translate everything when it shouldn't. It should just naturally come out. And I'm trying to get to that point. It's just taking some time. But yes, that booktuber, she is working on doing that. I'm like, oh my God, I found my person. What is happening over there? I'm gonna have to turn the stove off pretty soon. But yes, you see what I mean. What they teach in the schools here is Spanish. It's not the Spanish that is mostly spoken wherever you are. And because I'm in Texas, you would think that they would teach us the way to say things in Mexican Spanish, but they don't. So yeah, I feel like I'm relearning things, but I'm having fun. I'm having fun. No, you don't have to apologize, Lachette. I like it. I like learning new things. She says, sorry, that's my word coming out. Skincare and moisturizer is what I make. Yes. No, it's fine. I don't mind. I need the help. I'm pretty sure people are in the chat right now, or anybody that's watching a replay needs some kind of help with their skin. Because this weather and just like water, even if your water is hard, if you don't have softener on your water, so many things can affect your skin. It's the biggest organ on your body. And I'm trying to take care of mine the best that I can. But I feel like maybe I just need a little bit extra help. And that's where you came in. Thank you so much. I'm looking at my hands now because they look so much better than they did when it was colder here. Just say helpful though. Yes, exactly. Yeah, you helping us. You don't have to apologize. It helps. Courtney said, I'm the awkward girl too. I say hi to the same people at work 5 times a day. Courtney, no. Oh, I couldn't. Just thinking about doing that, it makes not my heart beat, but it makes it where my eyes won't connect. If you ever meet me in person, you will notice that I keep eye contact. I know sometimes it makes people uncomfortable, but that's how I was raised. I was raised to keep eye contact. But if I notice that you don't make eye contact, I will ask you, like, does this make you uncomfortable? And if it does, then I won't stare too hard, right? But if I have to say 5 times a day, if I have to say hello to you while I'm like walking past you, or even like make up some kind of small talk, like, oh, it's almost time to go. And it's like, yeah, I'm counting down. Like I hate it. I can't. I will look in a corner somewhere before I will look at you because I've already seen you today. Now, if we're close, that's different. If we're close and working together, then I'll hold a little conversation in the hallway. And most of the time I've noticed, like lately, because of how our office is, I don't know about you all, but where I work at, the whole culture of my job has kind of changed when it comes to open door policy. I work at a university, and it used to be where there's an open door policy, have to have your door open. But after the pandemic, people got so used to closing their doors, that's all you see. So if I do see someone, it's not necessarily in the hallway anymore. It's now in the restroom. And then if I'm in the restroom, this person's trying to catch up. They're like, hello, stranger. Da, 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 da. I'm like, sis, I am trying to get in and get out. Let's have this conversation outside of the restroom. Oh, Lord, Father God. But kudos to you, because I can do it, but I think I would be stressed out doing that, like walking past people and having to say something to them 5 times a day or more. Take me out, coach, because I can't. Oh, man. Courtney said, I hate when coworkers you haven't seen in a week or outside of work want to hug. Oh, see, yeah. At my job, I think now they know to ask me because I ask them. So I always ask people, are you a hugger? Because I grew up, we hug people. My mother, if she were to meet any of you all today, she's going to hug you. She don't do the handshake. She's going to bring you in for a hug. But now I ask people because it's like, yeah, like you said, I haven't seen you all week. I don't know where you've been. You maybe went to a concert. You maybe been holding somebody's baby. You maybe got something, a cold, flu, the C word. It could be anything. No. And that's why even like when I would go to church, when I was younger, I used to be that one person where when the pastor would say, hug your neighbor. No, don't hug me. Don't hug me because I don't want to get sick. I wholeheartedly believe that if somebody is sick, it's like an aura around them. So if I'm to hug you, I'm inhaling your sickness. And then I'm going to go home wondering why my throat is hurting. We can chuck knuckle. That's enough for me. But I'm with you on that. Let's just, oh, ew. Yeah, it is kind of, yeah, No. It's only certain coworkers of mine that I will give a hug to because I trust them. But there's some that I know that if they were sick, they wouldn't even tell anybody. And you usually can tell those are the people that will come to work on the weekends. They'll work late, and then they still come to work when they're sick. Don't hug me. Don't hug me. we can bump elbows. Lachette said, "No, you're not touching me unless we close." And coworkers are not usually close, right? Well, so that's the thing. Like, if you ever were to work with me, my coworker, if she were here, she would say, like, I'm pretty personable. So, because I don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable when they're working with me. We're with each other more than we are with our family members, if you think about it in that way. So I want to make sure that we're comfortable. But we don't have to touch. We don't have to. But most of the time, I will hug her. Like on her birthday, she'll hug me on my birthday. If it's Christmas, we'll hug each other. But it's not like we see each other and like the new year comes by. We're like, oh my God, I miss you. No, we don't do all that. I do that with my family members and friends. But coworkers, it's here and there. Lachette said, "Oh girl, hand sanitizer is super drying too." I know alcohol is the drying part. Once it dries, put some body butter on top. I have to be careful though, because I put too much of different things on my hands, then it starts to have, I starts to itch on the side. So now if let's say for example, I touch the door or something, I have two options. Either I use a hand sanitizer or I go wash my hands again. And either way, it's going to be drying. I'm just really paranoid because I don't know who touched that door. Luckily, now they finally put those, like, I don't know what it's called, like a kickstand or something. It's like a thing that juts out from the door so you can open the door with your foot so you don't have to touch it. So that's been a blessing. But other doors don't have that. So if I touch it, the whole time I'm thinking, oh my God, I gotta wash my hands. Gotta wash my hands. Michelle said, dry skin to the point of cracking your skin or your skin breaking defeats the purpose of the hand sanitizers. EMTs always moisturize afterwards. Otherwise, the cracks leave you open to infection. Yes. So that's why what I did is I stopped using the hand sanitizer on this part of my skin in particular because I don't have any issues with my palms. My palms are fine. It's just the back of my hand where I'm having the dryness. So I started using Aquaphor afterwards when I'm in the restroom, and it's been working. And I have to put my hand this way to make sure it gets into all the cracks and crevices, because if I do it like this, I feel like it makes a difference. The application process makes a difference. But it's looking better now. It's just taking some time. Once it gets to be summer again, I think I'll be all right. I'll be in the clear. Lachette said, I have to get to the baby. Not Lachette, sorry. Kiana said, I have to go get the baby from dance class. Thanks for the sprints. Good night, everyone. Good night. Wow, she's still at dance class this late at night. My God. Woo. Being a parent ain't easy. But I'll see you around, Kiana. Good night, Kiana. Yes. Lachette said, you don't want to smell like Vice. Oh, wait, where'd it go? Oh, you don't want to smell like, Vicks, but that sentence the herbs and oils with that speed up the healing and our antibacterial. The stronger it smells, the more that good stuff is in there. The only time I've actually smelled like Vicks is when I was having pain in my elbow. My job, I had to ask them for a left. What do you got left? An L-shaped table or desk because I didn't have any support. So at that point, I was using, I don't know what it's called. It's like some kind of menthol oil. It's a Chinese oil. It's called white flower, if I remember correctly. And that's when I didn't mind smelling like Vicks. But any other time, I don't know. I feel like when I have it on, you can smell me from down the hallway. It smells like I have a room full of just cough drops. But you're right. I need to get past it and just don't care. It's just that I tried as much as possible to avoid any kind of conversations. So the least, the better. Because I've worn perfume before and somebody's like, oh my God, you smell so good. What is it? And I'm like, girl, just send me an email. Don't distract me. Like, send me an email. I'll send you the picture of the bottle. But I understand. Like, it's like a office thing. You want to get to know your coworkers, blah, blah, blah. And I don't mind. I just prefer if she had a question, just don't come to the office. just stay over there. I swear to you, I'm nice. to work with. But when I'm in the zone, I'm in the zone. I don't want to be bothered. Michelle said, not that most Vicks has the natural stuff anymore. Right, right. You look on the back of it, it's like, what is that? Michelle said, I am New Yorker. We come in contact with too many people on a regular basis. Yes. I am afraid to go to New York, specifically for that reason. I'm afraid that because there's so much, like even like the train system and stuff, and then you got the steps, there's so much that you are touching. Oh, I don't know. Like I feel like if I lived in New York, I would undress right at the door and go straight into the shower because it's just too much touching. But one of these days I'll have to come out there and just to see it because I keep saying no, I can't, but I know that I can. I just have to get out of my mind that everything has germs. Everything has germs. Christina said, "Have a beautiful rest of your day." Kiana, because Kiana just left to go pick up the baby from the dance class. Christina said, I heard sanitizers kill the natural flora on your hands, and that can make you sick if you use too much. Yes, so I try not to use too much. And when I say I use some, it's like a little bit. I don't use a lot. And it's only after I have touched something and I'm not able to get immediately to soap and water. That's the only time I use it. So let's say, for example, if I'm at the pump, when I go and get gas, I will use hand sanitizer before I do anything else. I maybe should try to see if I can get maybe some gloves or wipes or something, because I have to touch the what do you call the thing? I don't know, the nozzle. I have to use that in order to put the gas inside of the car. But luckily, when I do that kind of stuff, as soon as I finish, I'm going straight home, clean clean myself off, because I knock on wood, I have been able to not to avoid getting sick this 2023. That was the first year I did not get COVID. I got COVID in 2022, and then I got it in 2021, I think, or 2021. The first time I got it before they had the vaccine available. I thought I was going to, I don't know, like I had a really bad fever. And I thought I would have to go into the emergency room because it literally felt like my brain was crackling. That's how hot I was getting. I was running a fever of like 100 and something. But yeah, I've been lucky enough not to get sick this time around. I don't know what I did differently besides adding more vitamin C to my diet, taking lemon water and whatnot. But yeah, I try to make sure I keep masked if I need to be, and then keep my hands clean. And keep a distance between myself and other people. Lachette said it's possible if you're using hand sanitizer multiple times a day, moisturize afterwards to avoid skin cracking. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to try to minimize using it so much. It's just I'm so paranoid. I'm not paranoid to the point that I don't go outside and do things, but I'm always thinking about the germs. I'm almost done with the comments, and after I catch up, then we're gonna sign out. I'm having fun. I can keep going. You all don't know how much I can keep going, and I don't want to run you all away. So that's why I'm gonna make sure I stop when I say I'm gonna stop. Oh my God, I see Courtney's comment. I'm like, yes. So Lachette said also wear gloves when cleaning at home will help too. Oh yes. And I use a lot of hot water. That's another thing. I use hot water, Clorox. Yeah. So I need to make sure that I'm protecting my hands as much as possible. Mama Washington said, signing out. Good night, buddies. Good night, Mama. She most likely is already gone. I think she has to go to work tomorrow. I'll have to ask her because I know she was supposed to do some kind of job pretty soon. I don't know when it started. So she maybe had to go to bed. I'm pretty sure the pup. My mother has a dog named Teeny. Pup is already asleep. So she maybe has to make sure she go down too, because otherwise, if my mama's up, Teeny gonna be up. One of these days, I'll have to show you all Teeny. Yes, Mom. She says good night to Mama. Lachette said, "Law, okay, yeah." To Christina. Christina said there's a new movie out and it is after the C word times, and he has his own hand sanitizer dispenser that looks like a parking meter. What? What is this movie called? I completely forgot. I already even said the C word. But what is the movie called? I've seen a couple of movies that are after the pandemic, and they're pretty interesting. I don't get triggered by them. I know some people do, but it's interesting how people like play around with what we actually went through. Courtney said money is the dirtiest things we touch. It sure is. And that's why when I see people holding cash, I'm like, oh, yuck. Oh, gross. Yuck. No. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. You don't know where that money been. Oh, no. I think the last time I had money in my hand, it was Christmas. We were doing White Elephant and somebody just brought cash and I took that $20 bill. But after that, I put that $20 bill in the bank, or I maybe immediately used it because I didn't want to keep it in my purse. Yeah, you're right. Ugh. You would think it would be done with cash right now, but no, people still use cash. Okay, everyone says good night to Mama Washington. Okay, it's called Monk. I'm going to have to look that up. If it's an hour and a half, the movie, then I'll watch it sometime this week because I need something to watch. Everybody's telling me to watch like TV shows. And I'm like, I don't have I can't, not now. Because my mind is all in different places and I can't really concentrate on a whole TV show. Lachette said, I heard about that movie, but didn't realize at the time frame it was set in. Okay. So it must be something new and popular. I'm going to have to jump on that and see what it do. Christina, you're right. Money and cell phones. You know what I do with my cell phone when I'm out in public? Most of the time is when I'm out in public, because when I'm at work, I'm not really touching too much stuff other than the stuff that's on my desk, and I know my desk is clean. But if I go out, let's say on Saturday when I went to the library to go and tutor, and then I went to the grocery store, and then I also went and got gas, like touching all that stuff in the basket and everything, I was touching my cell phone. As soon as I get home and I finish putting everything up, I am cleaning that phone off. I clean it. I even clean my husband's because I know if I don't do it, it's not going to get done. He doesn't understand why I freak out if I see his phone on my pillow. I'm like, dude, I don't know where that phone been. I don't want dirty phone on my face. Let's clean it. Let's clean it. Don't take that long to clean. Just clean it real good and feel confident that whatever was on there is now gone. Yes. Ooh, money and cell phones. Ew. Ugh. Ooh. That'll make me itch. Christina said the dispenser has his name printed on it. That's so funny. Hubby loves Monk, so we have to watch it. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to check it out. I feel like I've seen like a TV show or something that was named the same thing. Wasn't it? Okay. You're right. Okay, so Monk was a TV show, but they came out with a movie. What? Okay, so I'm going to watch the movie since I never really got into the TV show. I know I saw like a couple of clips and it looks fun, but if it has so many seasons, I don't have the patience to catch up. But I'm going to check out the movie. It sounds good. And he has personalized hand sanitizer dispenser. That is so Monk. Oh, now I feel like I'm missing out because like if I don't watch a TV show, then I really don't know his personality because they may not go into it too much in the movie. I'm gonna think about it. If it's available on Hulu or Netflix, then I may watch it. Or what do you call it? Peacock, then I may watch a TV show like throughout the year. Just have it running in the background. But if it's not, then I'll just stick to the movie. Lachette said, yes, it is. It is. Oh my God. Lachette said, Courtney, why are you freaking Jaleesa out? Yeah, I don't really, there's so many, I'm so not necessarily paranoid. I don't know how to explain it. Like my husband says that I overthink things, and even my sister, she says that I have irrational fears. Yes, it may be irrational, but it's irrational to her and maybe to other people, but to me, it's rational. It's not irrational. I'm just extra cautious and careful with the things that I touch and where things go. Like even today, my husband went outside in his socks and he was talking on the phone. And as soon as he came back in, I was like, you need to take them socks off, right? He was like, yeah, I'm going to take them off. But he wasn't listening. Like he heard me, but he didn't listen to me. He still didn't take them socks off. And then as soon as I saw his foot hit the top of the couch, I lost it. I was like, take your foot off the couch. If you're not going to change your socks, don't put your foot on. I have a thing about feet on the couch. I don't like feet on the couch. Your feet belong on the floor. If your feet are going to be on the couch, put a clean set of socks on. That's all I ask. I don't mind cleaning more and more socks. I just don't want the couch having outside germs on it because people sit on it. So yeah, that's how I am. I'm special, if you all didn't know. Let's just say it sounds like they will. Wait, what are we talking about? It sounds like they will. Well, are we talking about the money or the cell phones? I don't remember. And this is the last comment. I made it. Christina said it is funny. I'm gonna have to watch it. I'm gonna have to watch it. I may watch it tomorrow because I'm gonna watch tonight the night school, and then later on this week I'm gonna watch the Monk. Hopefully I have access to it. If it's on Peacock, Netflix, or Hulu, I should be able to watch it. Monk is like a police procedural type of show. He's a former officer who left the force after a personal tragedy. He's good at solving cases, but he's a major germaphobe, plus he has OCD. Oh my God. That right there, knock on wood. Because I've seen people with OCD and I'm like, oh my Lord. Like your whole life's consumed by something. Oh no. But he's good at his job, so I guess he learns ways to do things where it doesn't trigger him too much, especially with the germs and the OCD. Christina said, I get it, I'm special too. We all have quirks. Yes, our little idiosyncrasies and stuff. It's just I have to always explain because I'm like, I know I can be a little extra. Because I've said these things before to maybe, let's say, a coworker or something, and they always do their face like this, like, like, are you okay? Good night, Courtney. I see your comment down below. Good night, Courtney. She says, we passed a bad time. Thank you for being here. Good night. Be blessed. Yes. And stretch. If you haven't, stretch again. Reach for the sky. Christina said, watch the episode when the garbage men are on strike. That one's her favorite. Okay, let me write that down. Garbage men on strike. So I'll remember. I'll look it up and then find the season and the episode where that one is. And Lachette said, I was talking about Monk, the movie. Sounds like they're including his personality and quirks like the show. Okay. So that means that I should be okay. I don't have to watch all of the seasons. I can maybe just watch this episode, The Garbage Men on Strike, and then watch the movie as well and have a pretty good idea of what the show is about. Everybody's saying good night to Courtney. Good night, Courtney. Oh, wait. Oh, good night, Courtney's up here. And then Lachette said, Monk is bad enough. He needs an assistant. What? So him having his own hand sanitizer dispenser is on point. Wow. Now I want to see what it looks like. I'm going to have to write. Let me see. Dispenser. I'm going to have to look out for it. That sounds like something I would do. Lachette said, Jaleesa, you can get away with watching random clips and get an idea. Okay, that's maybe what I'll do. Maybe on that, I forgot what that channel is called. Is it called? What is it called? It's a YouTube channel that does clips. Like they put them all together for whatever TV show or movie that it is. I'm gonna have to watch that and then just have it playing the whole playlist, and then I should be okay without watching the entire TV show or TV series. Christina said, hubby said the one with the chimp is loose in his house. Okay, let me write that one down too. So I have to watch 2 episodes, the clips, and then I'll watch the movie. Because I want to get a really good feel of Monk's personality. Loose in the house. Let me check that out. It sounds like I maybe should wait until my husband gets home so we can watch it together because we like to laugh. And then let's just say, police procedural, you don't need to watch every episode to keep up. Exactly. That's why I was thinking, like, I could just like play it in the background and just jump in and out episodes as it happens. And Christina said maybe the first episode, but yeah, you can pick it up anywhere. That's perfect, because if I'm watching something and I'm trying to figure out what happened beforehand, because usually there's history with other characters and stuff, then I most likely will just bow out and just read a summary. But if I can do it like this, where I can just pick up anywhere, it's perfect. That's the kind of show that I need. I need a show where the episodes do not depend too heavily on each other. Let's just say it's on syndication. If you get broadcast TV channels, it's on Cozy TV. Wait, so does that mean it may be on Pluto TV? Oh. Because I watch a lot of Pluto. Because Pluto has like a lot of OG stuff that I haven't seen in a while. Cozy TV from Monk. Okay. That's what I'm going to do. Thank you so much, Lachette and Christina, for putting me on to Monk, finding me something to watch. Because I've been having a hard time finding a TV show to watch. And this is perfect. I don't really want to watch what everybody's watching at the same time. What fun is that? Christina said he does change assistants at one point, but the second one is in a movie. Oh, so they keep somebody from the TV series. Okay. That'll be fun. Oh, now Christina says she might want to watch that. Might have to watch that instead of Bones tonight. Or you can watch both. I mean, it's your home and your TV. I would pick the shorter one. If the episodes for Monk are shorter than Bones, watch that. Because you don't want to end up having the TV watching you. That often happens to me, where I fall asleep and the TV is watching me. Let's just say, yeah, the first episode is when you should get the gist of his life and the tragedy. Okay, so I need to do 3 episodes, like must episodes, which is the first episode, the garbage men on strike, the chimp loose in the house, and then watch some clips. While I may watch the clips in the movie simultaneously. Yeah, I think that's what I do. That's my plan of action. So hold me to task. Bones is great too. I'm gonna have to look into Bones. I don't think I've seen Bones. If I have, it's been a while. It's been so long since I actually sat down and watched television. Then we're watching those too. So y'all watch a lot of the same TV shows. Movie. Well, thank you all so much for hanging with me. Yeah, I think it's just us 3 now. Everybody else couldn't hang. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you all got some reading done in the 2 sprints that we did do. And if you didn't get any reading done, at least you got a good conversation, or you got some cooking done, which I'm doing, or cleaning done. But I hope you all have a great night. I hope that you all enjoyed the the boot camp readathon. I enjoyed myself. I hope Courtney does it again next year, and I would be delighted to join her again. You all have a lovely night wherever you are right now. If you're outside, be safe. And hopefully I see you all in someone else's sprints tomorrow. If not tomorrow, maybe Wednesday. Just look for me. I'll see you all in the bookish sphere. You all have a good night. Bye.